Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dark Souls, the tabletop version of Dark Souls. Dark Souls, the board game. It exists. We have it on Tabletop Simulator. I know the rules, I think, and we're going to play it. I'm joined for this expedition by our two white phantoms, I suppose? I don't play much Dark Souls. Don't know if you noticed that.
I mean,
I'm white enough for anybody, so...
Yeah, I think so. That's Mathis and Nerd Cubed. Welcome.
Hooray! Matt,
we are here. Yay, Dan, you're my newest favorite. You.
You.
Well, we've had a miserable day when it comes to trying to stream things, so...
It's true.
We thought we'd just cap off the misery by doing Dark Souls, the board game, which is a super hard dungeon crawly board game, brought to you by Steamforged, the British company that made Guild Ball. They got the official license to Dark Souls. They kickstarted the hell out of it, made a huge amount of money. The physical edition came out last week, a week before maybe. I have my physical copy. I took it to MomoCon. We played it a little bit. By a little bit, I mean it took us about an hour and a half to set up. Damn. And then we sort of slogged through the rules and eventually rushed our way to the first mini-boss.
How was it? Because I wasn't there for that.
That was pretty good. But it was definitely a bit slow on the initial setup. The box is full of tiny little components. We had to organize all of those. Thankfully, the virtual version of it on Tabletop Simulator doesn't really have many of those problems. It's all pretty much ready to go in many ways, so... I could pretty easily explain the rules to you, or we could just get going. We even have a cool little custom dice area right here. I'll show you what happens if we put stuff in here. If I throw like a blue dice in here, red dice in here, and then right click and it does that. Look at that.
Wow, very fancy.
Oh, what's that doing?
Oh, yeah.
Are we making some sort of stew in Zelda? That's what that looks like.
It's something along
It's
those
even got the
lines, yeah.
song.
I bet if we keep clicking it, there'll be too many particle effects. It'll all break. It'll be great.
But then, Uplay will start working. Hooray!
No, that will never happen. Also, they almost never stop rolling, it would seem. But, there you go. Credit to them for that. Okay, so here's how Dark Souls board game works in a nutshell. This is a cooperative board game. But it's quite similar to the real game, Dark Souls. So there's a few elements you'll recognize from this. We as a party, we're going to pick from one of 4 Dark Souls-y kind of starter characters. The Assassin, the Herald, the Knight, and the Warrior. They all start with really terrible starter gear, an Estus Flask, a Heroic Action, and a Luck Token, which lets them do 1 reroll. They're also going to start with these cards right here, which are their kind of specific pieces of equipment. They're going to be added to a giant random-ass treasure deck that you're going to make your way through and constantly realize that you don't have the proper stats to use anything in there. Yeah, it's a bit of a dick like that. At the bottom of the character sheet, there are 4 sets of stats: Strength, Dexterity, Intelligence, Faith. The sole purpose of these is to dictate what gear you can use and what gear you can't use yet. At the bottom of that, there is a combined endurance and health bar. If for any reason you fill this up, the entire party dies immediately. Yes, the whole one. Yep, whole party.
What?
I don't know if that's a Dark Souls-y kind of thing. If you summon phantoms to help you in co-op, if one of you dies, do you all die? Is that how it works?
Only if the one who did the summoning dies.
Well, in this game, they just kill you completely. So... yeah, if any of us dies for any reason, the whole party wipes, and just like the game, we drop all of our souls in the place that we died. We go back to the bonfire over here, and we try desperately to make our way back. Oh, and of course, everything respawns, because it's Dark Souls. So what we're going to be...
again, does all your gear go away?
Oh, no, you keep your gear.
Okay.
That's cool, but you lose what's called a spark, and that's represented here. We'll have 3 sparks, I believe, on this run, because there's 3 of us. So it's balanced so you can do a 1-player run if you like. You get a bunch of bonus sparks. When we run out of sparks, that'll be our last run. If we die when the sparks are gone, we are dead completely and we lose the game. So there is that.
Ooh.
This game is going to involve moving through a number of rooms, which I'm going to pull from a tile bag. And I'm going to build these rooms as we go, so it kind of works a little bit like this. So I'll pull a tile out, and then I kind of match it up here. And that gives us a dungeon. And for each of these rooms, there's going to be an encounter card from tier 1, 2, or 3. On that encounter card, it's going to tell us what monsters we're going to fight, whether or not there's a treasure chest in the room, whether or not there are traps on these purple areas, these little nodes right here. We're going to fight it. We can't leave the room until we've beaten it or died. Once we've beaten it, we get a number of souls dictated by how many monsters were in the room. And if there's a treasure chest, we get some treasure. That's pretty neat. When we make our way through the dungeon, we'll eventually make our way to the mini-boss room, which has a fog gate on it. Once we pass through the fog gate, the mini-boss will spawn in its boss room. We've got a bunch of bosses over here. We can fight one of 4 different mini-bosses from the game, the Boreal Outrider Knight, the Titanite Demon, the Winged Knight, or the Gargoyle. If we beat it, the whole dungeon resets, and we put in a main boss, either the Dancer of the Boreal Valley or Executioner Smo and Dragon Slayer Ornstein. Those are the 2 ones that are currently available. When the dungeon resets, so do the encounters, and we get harder ones. But we also get to throw some better items into the treasure deck, which includes some legendary items and some transposed better versions of our gear. So we do get to upgrade. When we do the run again, we make our way to the main boss room, we fight the main boss, and either we kill the main boss and win the game, or we run out of sparks and we lose the game. Pretty much as simple as that. That's how it works. But as to how you fight and all that kind of thing, I'm going to be explaining that as we go along. So first things first, we're going to pick our characters. So Dan, why don't we start with you? You can have one of these 4 characters. Which one do you want?
I will be the warrior.
The warrior. Yep, very much the tanky kind of guy. As you can see, he's got best starter armor. He's got a good, solid starter weapon and a round shield. He's a pretty tough fella. You can see his base stats right here. He prioritizes, for the most part, strength, but he's fairly dexterous as well, not particularly smart. So you're going to be prioritizing that kind of gear. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you 2 piles of 5 cards here. You've got transposed weapons, so these are the really good weapons. That's for later. You don't get to play with those yet. But you do get these 5 cards right here. They're going to go in the overall treasure deck, which we're going to hide on our bonfire square. So they go in there. You have a good chance of getting that stuff. That stuff is pretty much tailor-made for you. That means that it's, you know, the logical stat progression you're going to go for, the kind of role that you want to fill. You can wear stuff that's not tailor-made for you. That's a thing you can do, but it really depends on what your stats are. So they're in there, and as for these transposed items, I'm going to hide them over here for the time being. If we make our way through the mini-boss, that's going in the deck. All right, Mathis, you have one of 3 characters left. Which would you like?
I'm going to go for what I hope is a somewhat supporty character with the Herald.
The Herald, yes, that's exactly what the Herald is. He starts with a talisman, which is something that can regenerate health. That's a pretty cool thing he can do. And he's most likely going to get spells, more likely than other people. So these are your 5 starter cards. They're going to go into the treasure deck over here, which is where the Firekeeper and the Blacksmith are hanging around. We're going to shuffle that up there. And the 5 transposed cards, they're going to head over here for the time being. Hopefully we'll get far enough later. You'll also notice on your cards, while you have all of these basic pieces of equipment, there are little slots below them. These are for upgrades, so you can get things which will upgrade your weapons and your armor, like a Titanite shard would upgrade the damage of your weapon. A lot of them have stats requirements. We'll hope to get them because, in particular with the Herald, the base spear is a piece of shit. However, it does have reach. It's currently the only weapon to start with that can reach more than into melee combat. So you don't have to be on the same node as the enemy, which means the enemy isn't punching you in the face, which the enemies are, well, they just tend to do that a lot. Let's just put it that way. So we have, you know, strong, punchy in the face character. We have a kind of sporty character. That's pretty cool. I am going to go with the Assassin. It's exactly what you would expect. Very stabby, rolly, dodgy kind of character. So I'm going to take my 5 cards. All the way over there. Flip them over. In they go. Hopefully I'll get those sooner rather than later. And as for my transposed cards, they can be put to the side. All right, so the only one character we're not playing is the Knight. So you can take your little standee. You can take your character and place him, for the moment, over on the bonfire square. There we go. Now, we can return to the bonfire whenever we want, but just like Dark Souls, when we return to the bonfire, all encounters respawn. and every time we return to the bonfire, it's going to use one of the sparks. We only have 3, so we don't want to be doing this too much, but we're going to have to do it at some point, because it's the only way we can go back and level up our stats, and also get the blacksmith to keep giving us treasure. So we're going to spend souls on either stat ups or treasure cards, which we're going to leave here, and we're going to use when we need them. This area over here is going to represent souls. We could even tot them up right there. Nice little feature of this tabletop version. So everything we got right now is on our card. Right, the only thing we're left to do before we start setting up the dungeon is pick our first mini-boss. And that's going to determine the encounters we got. So we've got 4. Boreal Outrider Knight, Titan Knight, Demon Wing Knight, and Gargoyle. So, Dan, I'm going to leave it up to you. Which of these 4 would you like us to fight?
Gargoyle.
Gargoyle it is. All right, so the Gargoyle will be our boss for the time being. I'm going to pop him over here. Over there. There we go. So this Gargoyle card's going to tell us about how we're going to set this up. So there are going to be 4 encounters in rooms. So that means we're going to set up 5 rooms in total, because one of them's going to have the fog gate on it. And we're going to have 3 tier 1 encounters and 1 tier 2 encounter. So that seems like a pretty good start, you know, something that's not horribly unreasonable. So if I recall correctly on the setup, we're going to have those rooms, we're going to set them up, and we're going to put some stuff in it, and then there's going to be a room with a fog gate on it. I think I'm setting this up correctly. I'm sure someone in the chat will probably yell at me if I'm not, but hey, there we go. So we'll have a square here. There we go.
Ooh.
So that's 1, 2, and then we'll take another one from here. We'll flip this one over because they're double-sided. So that one kind of goes there.
Fancy.
Nice, nice. Maybe we'll take this one here. So those are the 4 rooms we're going to be heading into. And last but by no means least, maybe at the end here, we're going to have that room with the fog gate on it. So we're going to take a boss tile. There we go. So this is a... Oh, look at that. It's got a nice carpet on it. Isn't that lovely?
Magic carpet.
That's the real treasure.
Yeah, there you go. So that can be our boss room. To represent that it's the boss room, it's going to have a fog gate. We're going to put that right here. There we go. All right. Now, in terms of what's going what, we've got some decks right here. We're going to shuffle these up. We're going to put one of these cards on each. There's going to be 1 tier 2 encounter and 3 tier 1. We don't know what they are yet. So we're going to pop that there. We're going to pop one here. We're going to put one there. Maybe at the end, we're going to have that tier 2 encounter, something a little bit tougher. So bear in mind, it's kind of like Dark Souls, so it's a little bit grindy. Chances are we're not going to run all the way through this and then immediately go after the boss, because we're probably going to have no gear whatsoever, no stats. We're going to be absolutely shit, and it's going to one-shot us. Simply how it goes. Someone's like, I don't think that's a boss tile. Well, it was in the boss tile bag, so I certainly hope it's the bloody boss tile. Certainly looks kind of like one to me.
Carpet is definitely what a boss would have.
Yeah, it's got lovely carpet on it. Lovely.
Oh, it's collapsed. It's rubbish, that is.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
See,
that's...
Put carpet in the room, you can't even see the destroyed bridge.
Yep. That's what the bag says, so we're going to go for it. Besides, we're not going to reach that in a while anyway, so if it turns out being horribly wrong...
die in the first room, it really doesn't matter.
We most likely will. All right. So we're basically about ready to go, but there is one thing we do need to grab, and that is this little token right here. This is the activation token. So it's going to start on one of us, and it's going to be passed around every encounter. That's going to indicate who gets to move first. And whoever is currently the player is usually the one that has the aggro. That's the one that a lot of monsters are going to run towards. So we get a bit of a decision there because we decide who enters the room first. So, in other words, we send Dan into the room first.
I was going to say, just send in the wall.
Yep, you're going to send in the warrior first, most likely. And we kind of spread out. And most of the monsters do tend to aggro towards the person that went in first, but that's not necessarily true because monsters do have different little bits of behavior. So, I think when I enter the first room, I'm going to teach you how everything works because most of this game is fighting. So, we will...
I like that. Go in that room filled with monsters, and then maybe I'll teach you how to fight monsters.
Absolutely. I'm feeling confident about your abilities here. We do have these little... I have to sort of rotate this thing. I don't know how it actually works in Tabletop Simulator. I'm not having a lot of... Oh, who did that? Who managed that? Set it to 3. I don't know how you're doing it, but set it to 3.
Okay, I can do it.
Lovely. You're the only person who this seems to work for some reason.
Hang on.
How are you doing it? It's magical.
You click on it, and then your mouse wheel scroll.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you can change the degrees on the top.
All
there
right,
you go.
that's it. Perfect. So that means we have 3 sparks. So we will want to go back to the bonfire, but not too much. Apparently, the boss tiles should have a red skull icon on them. Yeah, they probably should, but maybe that one was a mistake. Aha! Looks like this was in there for the wrong reason. So we're gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna put this in the regular bag, I think. Yeah, this is a boss tile. That one certainly is not. So it's probably there. It's probably a mistake. There we go. Somehow we fit it in that bag. It's probably gone back in the boss tile one. There we go. This is our magical boss room. That looks much more bossy. You know, it's got the big skull on it. There we go. You put the fog gate. Lovely. Thank you for the help. Much appreciated. All right, we're going to rock and roll. So when we enter a room, we get to choose where we stand. You can have up to 3 things, either players or monsters, on a single node. All of these little circles are nodes. We're going to move around to any node that's kind of adjacent. So I'm thinking, yep, in you go, Dan. You can go and experience what's in the room.
Dan. Be brave for mother.
Indeed. As the assassin, we know where they're gonna spawn. You've got 2 spawn icons right there, so I was thinking, maybe I can stand over there, but there is the issue that I don't know what that terrain is, so I don't think I can stand on that. So maybe I just go... I'm gonna stand in the corner right here. I can always roll around like an idiot. I am assassin after all. So... And as for you, Mathis, yeah, choose between one of the 2 I think that we stood on. I'm pretty sure we can't start on terrain. I might be mistaken. You can just put us next to anyone else. Not like that. Now we died immediately.
I'm preparing for death early.
Immediately lose a spark. All right, so we managed to get into a room. That's the first challenge. Flip it over. We are in the Forgotten. This means there is a barrel. Yeah, very fancy. You have to, like, expend stamina to roll through it. It's probably one of the dumbest gimmicky mechanics I've ever seen. But there is
as satisfying as when you do it in the game?
Kinda, yes. There's a nice little crunchy sound, and you use the stamina to get through it. So what do we spawn? We spawn what looks like 2 hollows and a great Silver Knight Archer, by the looks of it. So it goes off of those icons right here. So there we go, there we go. It's just a regular run-of-the-mill hollow. They're nice and easy. We can twat them, no problem at all. But there are 2 of them. There's one. And there is another. They're both going to start on that square. But that Grey Knight Archer, Great Knight, Silver Knight Crossbow, I don't even know what they're called. I don't play Dark Souls. It's all the way over there. So it's going to be a dick. Someone's going to have to deal with it.
Archer. In the game, those guys are pains in the ass.
Oh, yep. This one is a pain in the ass as well. So there are cards for these to tell us what they do. So I'm going to move them closer to the board so everybody can read them there. There's one.
Great.
And here's another. And I'm going to explain to you what all these little icons mean so that we can actually fight this. Okay. Cool. All right, here we go. So... we've got a Hollow Soldier, and we've got Great Knight Bowman. Both of these have 1 health, so all we need to do is get some damage past their armor, and they'll die. But in this game, combat works in a way that heavily favors the attackers. It's a bit of a dick like that. The attackers get to activate first, they do what the card says, and then one of us gets to attack back. Then they all hit us again. And then one of us gets to attack back. Yeah, it's monstrous. So... there is a behavior, so they kind of act like AI here. So in the case of the Hollow Soldier, the first thing it does is move 1 space towards the closest player character. So that's kind of adjacent nodes. If there are multiple player characters that are close by, it will move towards the one with the highest current threat value on their character card. So you've got that written on your card right there. It's the little number next to your name. So the warrior, needless to say, has one of the highest threat values. So they're probably coming in your direction, most likely. Bear in mind, we can only have up to 3 models on 1 node. If they can't fit on the node, they're going to go in the direction of somewhere they can go. After that, they are going to attack the nearest character for 4 physical damage. And you will either try and block it, which means you're rolling against your armor value, or you're going to try and dodge it, which is a move that takes 1 stamina, and it rolls against its dodge ability kind of stat. So where my little hand is right there, you see to the right, that's how many dice, that's what number you have to beat when you're rolling your dodge roll. If you fail a dodge, you take the full damage amount. 4 is like almost half your health. So even the weakest thing in the game hurts like a motherfucker. Now, as for taking it on the chin, as for blocking it, you take the amount of damage you roll dice equal to your whole equipment's block value. So in the case of, like, say if you were trying to block it, Dan, which you probably would, you'd be looking at your cards. The first thing on the left is your physical block amount. So that's 1 black dice, 2 black dice. You'd roll 2 black dice. If you roll the same amount as the damage, it's entirely deflected. You don't take any. If you roll anything below that, you minus that from the damage, and you take that much damage. Simple as that for resisting damage. And your little health bar down the bottom is how you're going to track that. As I mentioned, that's both endurance and health. So if you fill that up at any point, the entire party wipes. So please don't wipe. All right.
That's right, Dan. Don't fuck it up for the rest of us.
Yep. You may die. Okay, so I'm going to do the first thing, which is I'm going to activate, and I'm going to move these guys. I'm going to do what it says on the card, and then, only then, does Dan get to actually hit him one.
If I'm still alive.
If you are still alive. So they're going to move towards the closest, which is you. There you go. Boing, boing, boing. What does the Great Bowman do? It shoots first and then moves away from the current aggroed player if it can. So it gets to attack first. It is going to shoot the player with aggro. Guess who that is? It's Dan. Yes, indeed. I think this one also hits anyone that's currently sitting on the node. Thankfully, that's just Dan right now. So first things first, it's going to shoot you for 4, Dan. Do you want to attempt to dodge it? Or do you want to attempt to block it?
Do I move nodes, or do
you
I stay
do.
the
You
same
can
place?
choose to roll sideways like a dork if you dodge. It will take 1 stamina, but you can do
like
it.
a dork and land on another node. What do those two do? Do they just sit there because they've already done their move?
That's exactly what they do, yes.
So they won't attack me.
Yep.
I feel like the roll, therefore, would be the best strategy in this case.
True, but you are a bit fat. So how
All right.
you've got big armor. You can roll 1 dice to evade. So you've got to beat the value of 1. So you'd have to roll a 2 on a black die. All the dice are over here. Black die has, let's see, I think at least one side of it has a 2. Mostly it's 1s and 0s though.
Oh, there's 0s on it? Oh,
yeah. I think it's a 1 in 33% chance you've got to dodge in that. Bear in mind, armor-wise, you roll 2 black die and then subtract from it. So, yeah, you're going to be taking a pounding, but you're going to take some damage. It's really up to you. What do you want to do?
I'm glad they integrated the fat roll from the video game.
Yep, fat roll is in this game, no doubt.
Right now, I'm not super into the fat roll.
Okay, you want to tank him?
I think I'm going to have to tank him.
All right, so you have 2 black die worth of tanking capability. We're just going to... Don't know what these bloody things are doing. Ah! Nope. We want these dice out of here. They are the wrong dice for this game. I don't even... How do you get rid of them in this stupid little thing? It's a lovely little setup, but... I want it to stop. Could... Please. How do we stop it? I don't actually know how to stop this. We could just roll it on the table.
I did it.
Oh, how do you lift it? Why can't I lift it? I probably set up for some scripting thing. My hand isn't working correctly.
I can only lift it when they're in the air. If you knock them in the air, you can grab them when they're in the air and then pull them out.
Oh, all right. All right, okay, there we go.
That's really weird, but okay.
Yeah, that's a bit awkward. All right, so you're rolling 2 black dice, so feel free to grab a couple from the black pouch there. There you go.
Black pouch.
Put them in there, and then you can use the magical rolling. There we go.
Here we go.
All right, so this is the first attack. This is the first attack. You're going to take 3 of these. All right, you take 2 damage.
Ow.
Take a little black token from your baggie and put it starting left. Oh, never mind. It's actually red. Never mind. Take that away. Sorry, that's stamina. Red is damage. Yep. Take 2 red. Nah, start from the left. Always start from the left on this. Yeah, I know. It kind of goes that way. It's a bit weird. There you go. So you've taken 2 damage. Bear in mind, once we finish the encounter, all of that clears out. So, not bad.
That's good.
Yeah, so as long as we beat the encounter, you get all your health back. All right, second attack is coming in from a hollow. It's exactly the same situation. Hitting just as hard. So... You roll 2 more black die, so feel free to just click it again. Let's see what you get.
Roll them black dice. Here we go.
I have faith. I have faith.
Well, of course you do. You're Harold.
I was gonna say it's my best. It's my best. Stat.
Is it your best stat? Yeah. Oh, all right. You only take one.
Three.
You only take
Not
one.
bad.
That's not bad. That's all right. You're probably going to flatten at least one of them this turn. So,
Hooray!
all right, you get one more, and then you get to hit one of them.
I'm gonna kick the crap out of one.
Oh, you absolutely are. They are the weakest enemy in the game. 2 more damage.
Two.
You have taken a bit of a beating, but you're all right. You're fine.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, once per bonfire visit, you can use an Estus as a free action to completely restore your health and stamina. So just bear that in mind. Only other 2 things I didn't mention. You've got 1 reroll token, so if you roll really badly, you can flip the reroll token over, which is the one to the right, to reroll 1 die. And the top is your heroic action, which for you is Berserk Charge. Once per activation, the warrior may move 1 node without spending stamina. The next range 0 attack he makes costs 0 stamina and gains... I think that's AoE, hits everything on the node. So, yeah.
Bah.
All right, you ready to hit a monster?
Yes, I'm always ready to hit a monster.
All right, so you have... Your weapon is currently a battle axe. You've got 2 attacks you can do, a light or a heavy. So your light attack rolls 2 black die. Simple as that. Now, here's the nice thing for your current situation. This attack, right here, your heavy attack, it takes 2 stamina... But it hits everything in the node. So you could kill 2 hollow pretty much immediately. I'm going to just double check the manual that I'm right on that, but 90% sure that I am. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it lets you do. So spending stamina, obviously it can be a bit risky if you do a little bit too much of it, but I think right now you're pretty much fine. You have a chance to wipe out both hollow soldiers if you wish.
That sounds like a plan.
All right. Well, your 2 black die are already there, so feel free. You've got to beat their armor value, which is 1. So you only have to roll 2 or higher. Super easy.
2 or higher. I
Yep.
have faith. Da, 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 da. There is no God.
Did you fail?
Oh,
He failed.
You could burn your reroll if you want, but you only get 1 of them.
Yeah, I don't want to burn it now. Also, I don't want to die right now. Hang on, did that add stamp? Do I have to add more blocks into my bar of death?
Yeah, you have to add 2 black. Which is not good, because you could totally die next turn.
I know.
Yup. Do you want to use your Estus now before you get killed?
Does the Estus refill when we go back to the bonfire?
Yes.
I think I'll have to use the Estus.
All right, flip the Estus and take all your tokens away.
Bling.
Estus on turn 1. All right.
Welcome to Dark Souls.
This really is Dark Souls. All right.
Is this a supposed to lose fight? They normally have these. at the
No,
start.
it's one of the easiest fights in the game.
So when does the reroll reset?
When you go back to the bonfire.
Bonfire? Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. All right, the activation token stays on you, but the threat token, which I forgot to bring out of here, now goes on the next player, which would be going clockwise order me. All right, so I am the current one under threat. Now, there was a movement for the Silver Knight Archer, but he's as far away from us as possible right now, so we... Oh, what did you do? Why did you do this thing? I spent...
Tabletop sim.
Okay, I'm
Tabletop
hoping
sim.
Rewind Time fixes this. It didn't. That didn't fix anything. Is there an undo button? No. Oh. Okay. Well then, let me move this out of the way and reset it. God damn it, whoever did that.
Yeah, Mathis.
I need to lock this down,
Dan.
so you're not allowed
Dan.
anymore.
See, I told you were a Romulan and not a Vulcan earlier.
That's just racist because I had a beard.
You had evil
Oh,
eyebrows
my
too.
Lord. Can I pick this up with stuff still on it and not ruin everything?
Nope. I was doing. I rotated the Great Bowman around and I accidentally clicked on the
Flipped
table and
everything?
hit it.
Yeah.
And so
Let's
everything
not
got
do that
flipped.
again. Okay. I was in this, and Mathis, where did you go? Oh, you went right back to the bonfire. Okay, you're right over
Oh,
there.
sweet. I didn't go far.
Apparently there's a hollow in the bonfire as well. I'm not sure that's canon.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, I'm gonna pick this up. You're gonna leave it be. Oh, somebody mucked up the alignment of this. It's all... God, it was so nice before you arrived. All right.
I like to ruin things.
Careful. Careful. Lovely.
Beautiful.
Hey, well done.
All right. As I mentioned, enemies attack way more than we do. So we've restarted the turn. The aggro's now on me, but they're still following their behavior. So the Silver Knight, now he's going to shoot at me, not you, because he shoots at the guy that's aggroed. So you don't get shot at, Dan, you're good, but he is going to shoot at me. I'm going to attempt to dodge this. I only need to beat 1, and I get 2 black dodge dice as the assassin. That comes from my gear. I have a black, two dice, 1 for my target shield, 1 for my assassin armor. So I'm going to roll it up. What do we get? I only need to beat 1. Which I absolutely do. So, not only do I not take any damage, but I get to roll like a dork. So, I'm going to start rolling towards the bowman. There we go. That does take 1 stamina, unfortunately.
Just
So
leaving Mathis with 2 people about it, right?
you'll be all right. You'll be fine.
Exactly.
He's not even looking in the right direction.
Nice.
I'm contemplating this.
I'm gonna
fantastic
lock this tile. Oh, according to this, it's already locked. So I'm not
I
entirely
locked
sure how you
them all.
flipped it, but
I locked them all now. 'cause I
some
thought they
weird,
were locked.
some weird. I'm gonna. Can I turn physics off on this thing? No. Okay.
I locked everything.
yeah.
It's a lockdown.
Yeah, let's just
So
leave
the
it.
hollow soldiers end up chasing
Yeah.
you now?
So they do no. They move towards the closest player. They're already on that player,
Yeah.
so they don't move. The bowman can't. The bowman can't really move. Actually, it can move backwards from me, which it will. It can move here, so it's going to be over there for the time being. The hollow soldiers will attack Dan again.
Hey.
So you can either tank it or attempt to dodge it.
I'm tanking it and feeling it this time.
All right, do your rolls. Same as before, 2 black dice.
Here come the rolls. Oh, God.
You take 2.
2.
You take
I'll take
2. All right.
2 little red
Why are
damage.
stamina and health on the same bar? Because they are. You run out of stamina, you're probably going to die, just like in Dark Souls.
Makes sense. And then they go do a second one. Yep.
Yeah.
Doop. Very bouncy dice.
All right,
3!
only 1.
Just 1 damage.
Lovely. Now it's my turn. I can actually run straight at that damn thing. And I have every intention of doing so. It's going to take me a little bit to get there. If I run, it burns 1 stamina per node I move. So I could burn 1, 2, 3 stamina to get into range of it and then try and kill it. Worth it, I think. So 1, 2, 3. I'm over there. I'm going to punch him in the face. That's going to take me that 3 stamina. And I'm going to attack it. And you know what? I might just go all out on this one. I'll use my 3 stamina attack. I'm using a lot of stamina. You do get 2 stamina back at the start of every turn, so not too bad. So that is 3 black die minus 1 from the total. I only need to beat its armor, which is 2. So I gotta get a 3 or higher, and then it'll die. Off you go. Please die.
Ooh,
Oh.
ooh. No, no!
Oh my god.
Get
I'm
good!
burning my reroll. I'm burning my reroll. I have to reroll 1 die only, I think.
Rubber dice, man.
Yep, I don't actually know how to do 1 die only in this weird setup, so I'm just gonna kind of roll it outside. Alright. Yes! It's dead. There we go. We got it. Lovely. So the Great Knight Silverbowman is dead. And my reroll is done for the time being. Okay. Aggro token is now on Mathis.
Okay.
We only have 2 hollow soldiers left. They're going to move 1 towards the nearest, which would be you! Which is a bit of a problem, because your weapon is a polearm, which can't attack in melee range. Only
So
1.
So why aren't they still attacking Dan?
Oh, you're completely right. They move towards the nearest. They are still on Dan.
Dude, you are throwing me under this bus so goddamn hard.
Thank you for pointing that out. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks. Great
Yeah,
fun.
Dan, you're fine. We can get these guys out of the way before you die. It'll be all right.
I plugged my Estus.
You're all right. You've got 7 little blocks left. You'll be fine.
I have faith, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look where
Have a
Faith
little
got us
faith.
earlier.
Well,
Right, I'm gonna
yeah. So
run
the
the
spear
two
does
guys.
have a range of 1. First things first, though, we're dealing again with 2 attacks. The black die.
Yep.
This.
Hang on, I'm just grabbing a dice.
How do you get these out? There's got to be an easier way of rolling it and then picking it up mid-air. Surely.
There we go. I got rid of one. Oh no, it wouldn't leave. Leave. There we go.
This little weird setup. Right.
All right, here we go. Woohoo! What do we got? Oh, come on.
That is really painful.
Take 4.
Dodge dice are green.
I should.
Are they?
What dice are what?
Someone in chat is claiming dodge dice are green. We played the whole thing at Momocon rolling black dice for that. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, I guess we'll find out. Shall I re-roll one of those dice just to try and, save 1 or 2 bits of health?
I mean, if you are about to die, it would probably be good that you do that, yes.
I'll flip my thing.
I'm in the process of trying to get the rule book back up. Hang on. No, that is a Discord link. That ain't gonna help.
We're the best at Dark Souls, guys.
There is a rule book here. It's just harder to search. Because if they're green die, that might change a few things around. It would be good to know that now.
Oh, the book's open.
Why am I doing this? I have a physical book right here. Hang on. Get it.
I'm just gonna shape the dice.
What are you even wasting time with that for?
Matt, let's blow on it. Oh. You can keep shaking it until the master's back. Oh.
I own the physical game. Ugh.
I feel like I'm the only entertainment right now. Shaking the dice.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are completely right. Wow, we played the whole thing in Momocon wrong. That would explain why Dodge seemed a bit more powerful than it actually was. The rulebook is very badly set out. Anyway, yeah, so you're doing that reroll to try and not die horribly? Alright, do it.
Whoa! That was terrible. I'll do that again. No, I just dropped it. It was a roll. There we go. Yeah, say 0.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
So I take 11 damage anyway.
But
So
are you
took,
still
what, 4?
alive?
Yeah, well, that's only 1 attack. He's got another attack to defend.
Oh, for God's sake.
Still got 3 health left, so
yeah,
I'm gonna
as
be
long as
fine.
it doesn't hit you for full damage and wipe the whole party, we'll be fine.
You gotta block at least 2 on this roll.
I've got to roll at least a number.
Yeah, I mean, a number would
Here
work.
we go!
Any sort of number, please. That would be great. Oh,
A
okay.
2!
Well,
Hey,
close
You
enough.
take 1. You take 1.
Close enough. Okay, please don't die.
I'm trying.
If you can avoid it.
I can't. How can I? I don't think I can actually help you in any way.
No, you can give him stamina back with your talisman. You don't have a healing spell yet, so the answer is no, you can't really help him.
So red is your stamina?
No, black's your stamina, red's health.
Okay, so you were just using the opposite.
The best way to help him would be to kill one of those hollow soldiers immediately.
Kill him. Kill him now.
Gotcha. So yeah, then that's what I'm gonna have to go and do then.
Yeah.
So it's my turn. I move what, 1 up?
No,
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't move at all, because if
Can I
you
reach
do, I mean, you're adjacent to them. So I think does that? Yeah, that's adjacent. I wish they kind of made this a grid so it was
really?
clearer. I think
Yeah, I
so.
wish they had like little lines that would connect.
Yeah, so I'm going to assume that you are adjacent to that node. So you can poke, and you should.
All right. I will poke with my spear.
Probably
so
with the heaviest damage you can. So a heavy attack.
So yeah, it does what? I have 1 shield.
One
plus-
black die plus 1.
All right. Well, I'll give it a shot.
It's highly likely it will kill it. There's only 1 armor. You only have to beat 1. And you get plus 1. As long as you don't roll the blank side.
Hey!
Alright, it's dead.
So I took 3 stamina for that? Yes.
Yes, you did.
Go.
So take 3 black cubes, put them there. All right.
So Dan, those black cubes that you use, should they be red? Just so I keep an eye.
Red is health. Black is stamina.
He got smacked. That's from him getting smacked.
Yeah, but he's about to lose 2 of those because it's his turn again. So it's not too bad. You can't die this turn. It's literally impossible.
Okay.
They can only do a maximum of 4 to you. Okay, so we reset again. There's only one of these dudes left. It's going to take a swing at you for 4, so you know the drill by now.
Yep. Roll my 2. Alright. Hang on, do I lose? Do you say I get endurance back or something each turn, or is this turn?
You lose 2 black stamina. They're gone. Every time we go around, it'll take 2 stamina away.
Sweet. Oh, wait, hang on. I got hit for stuff. Have I even put the wrong blocks down?
That's what I was asking. I think you put the wrong blocks down.
Oh,
those were...
Yes, you completely did.
Oh.
Is it all health?
Yeah, that all should be red.
Oh, so you absolutely can die this turn then if you take full damage. Please don't die.
Anybody want to lend me an Estus flask?
We can't do that.
My Estus.
That does not work.
Why can't you do that? You just don't like sharing.
Did you? So, yes. So it was all that. You didn't do anything that used stamina. Also, that's wrong. You had 3 left. You
I
didn't
had
do.
2 left.
No, you didn't. You had 3.
I had 2 left.
Why would you make this harder?
Just take the 3.
I like to play fair.
You had 3 left.
I had 3 left, and actually all of it was stamina, and I brought a monster energy drink
But
with me. So
this is why I'm confused, because you did a heavy attack, which means you absolutely did use stamina last turn, which means you should take that stamina off. But because
but I used my Estus after that turn, didn't I?
doesn't matter. Oh, you absolutely, completely, 100% right. Yep, ignore me. Right, this is
Twitch
it.
has literally no idea if it was 2 or 3.
Of course they don't. But you're right, you did use your Estus and you completely reset it. If you rolled a double blank side here, we wipe on this room. Please don't do that. I think it's a 1 in 36 chance of doing it. You're fine.
1.
Well, fine-ish. Alright, you take 1 health's worth of damage. Only 1.
Only 1.
So you wouldn't have died regardless of what it is.
Wait, why do I take 2? How much is damage?
Okay, you're completely right. Yeah, 1 more. Ignore me. I was getting confused by people getting between 3 and 2. Okay, so you got 1 pip left, which means, by the way, you can't use your heavy attack or you'll instantly die. So you know. You've used your reroll, you've used your Estus, you can use your heroic action, but it's entirely... So, yeah, you can... I think your Berserk Charge would let you do a heavy attack for 0. I think that's how it works, and just choose not to move. But I think
your heavy attack just do the same, but with...
Yes, which is why it's pointless. So you just go for your black dice roll. If you don't kill it, you're very likely wiping the party.
Hooray! So what do I need to roll to kill this?
2. A total of 2.
Yep, 2 or higher. That's all you need. It's not that much.
You say that now. Good luck, dice!
Please, for the love of God, kill it.
Oh no.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
All right, it ain't over yet. It ain't. He could block magically. He rolled 2 twos.
I could try a fat roll and dodge all the damage.
No, because if you dodge that,
if you dodge, it uses 1 stamina, you'll die.
I'll just die.
There is one thing you can do, I think, and I'm not. I've got to assume it's just something you can do. If you did Berserk Charge, you could Berserk Charge away from that monster.
Once aside during the activation, the warrior may move 1 node without spending stamina. Can I do that now? Is that in the rules?
I think so. The problem with you doing that is the behavior of this guy is it moves 1 node towards the closest player, and the priority is on the person with highest threat, which is, by the way, you. So it's going to get right back into combat with you and go after you again, regardless of what you do. So, yeah, you have to try... you can't even dodge, Dixit. You have to resist all damage.
You need a miracle block.
Or we wipe and go back to the bonfire and have to do that again.
Cool. Good.
That's wrong. Okay. Such as it is, the threat token moves over to me. You must survive the hollow swing.
All right, Dan.
Or we wipe.
Come on, man. You got this.
All right.
You
Stop
must
saying you have faith. It's done nothing for us so far.
It has lost us that every time, Mathis. We have no faith whatsoever, and rightfully so. It goes after the person who entered first over threat. Really? Does it? Does it? Sure about that? It doesn't matter, because Dan's the one who entered first, so it's literally the same outcome. Alright, you must beat this roll, or we are going back to the bonfire.
Here we go!
Please! 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 No, it's disastrous! And we wipe in the first room!
It's so crazy. If one person goes, we all go. Good Christ. All right.
I'm going out because I'm angry. All right.
Wah, wah, wah. Welp, that was that. All right, we got no souls for obvious reasons. We lose 1 spark. And we try that again. We wiped in the first room. That was a tier 1 encounter. Probably the easiest setup we could have possibly asked for. All right, we're setting it up again then. That was just brutal. Oh my.
Oh, well, it's just been a day of failing.
The whole map resets. Which, really, we only explored 1 room, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Round 2. This is the beginner Dark Souls experience. Well, would you like me to go in first instead?
Do we reset all our health and stamina and everything?
Yeah, everything's back to the way it was. Flip all your tokens over that you used. Good God. The activation token moves 1, so the activation token's on me now. We got no souls at all.
Reveal that I'm a Cylon, and it's going to be the most mindfuck ending of all time. That's the only way I could have got out of that. Did the monsters stay the same? Does that kind of like spawn in that room?
Totally the same. Once we've seen them, we know what we're getting.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'd suggest maybe there's a better option, but really that setup is the best way to go in there. You just got really unlucky.
Yep. Oh, the barrel's on the wrong place. Whoop.
Yep, should be on the purple spot. Over there.
Thank you, person in the Twitch chat.
Okay, should we try that again?
No. Let's unadventure. What's the? Let's not adventure. We've tried the adventuring. We were terrible at it.
On second thought,
Yeah,
tis a silly place.
Blacksmith.
All
Actually,
right.
look at that blacksmith. Jesus, let's not be him.
All right, we're going in, and you're going in first, Dan. I believe in your ability to roll this time. Trust me. Go on. The thing is, if we both stand here, they can only move 1 hollow soldier into this node.
Oh.
So you can't get horribly murdered a bit. See? Yeah.
Better planning. Better planning.
Some strategy right there.
Well, shouldn't it be Mathis then? It sits with me, so you can then roll up to the other guy. And
well, here's the thing: if he takes a swing at me, I can roll out of that, and that'll get me closer by default. So me being here is probably better. Also, it's a little bit closer than being over there, I think. Actually, no, never mind. It's the same distance, but yeah.
Okay.
The problem with Mathis being there is he's not going to be able to attack anything because of his spear. Spear is, you can't use it in melee range because for some reason you can only attack something that's sort of off to the side.
Weird.
Will it go if they can't go into the room that we're in, or the little bit that we're in, because we got 3? Will it go straight into him then?
One of them will. One will.
Okay.
So it's splitting the mobs between the 2 of us instead of having them both go on you.
But he can't battle his one.
He can battle the one that's in our node, and he can get out of that node if he needs to. You can just move out of combat if you wish. Not a problem. Yeah, or he can dodge. Either way, both work. Okay, let's try this one again. So first things first, Silver Knight Great Bowman attacks the person that has aggro, which would be you. So same deal as before. You go for that resistance, or you go for the dodge. I'm gonna get a dodge dice out. I want to see, like, what's on which side. I think it's just either dodge or don't. I don't know how many there are on it. It looks like there's at least 2. Maybe it's a 50-50.
3.
3, I think, yeah. 50-50, or take some hits. I mean, initially you could take some hits, certainly, but if it starts to get...
take some hits.
Yeah, take some hits.
Strategy. Split them off, I think.
Oh, we did make a slight mistake. The archer is AoE, so we're both gonna have to deal with it, but I'll roll out. It's fine. I've got 2 dodge dice. I can easily use that as an opportunity to roll towards the archer, so this is a strategy we got right here. All right, so it's gonna hit the both of us. You're gonna tank it, and I'm gonna try and dodge it.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
I'm gonna roll 2.
What is with your armor today? It's really rough. Okay, you take 3. I'm gonna take my 2 dice right here. All I need to do is roll, I think, do I just roll 1 dodge or do I have to roll 2? I mean, no, I guess, yeah, it would have to just be 1, right? Because on these dice, that would literally be impossible to dodge anything. Okay, so yeah, I just need to roll a dodge. Which I do. So I do that.
Hooray!
And I'm gonna roll in the direction of him.
Wait, now both of those are gonna roll into where I am and clobber me.
I mean, they may do that. That is true.
Oh, god damn it.
So we didn't. We did not quite think this one through, but never mind. You see what?
It's not my fault we couldn't count Star Trek VR.
You see what you could do is once they move in and try and clobber you, you could 1 dodge and roll into Mathis's square, or you can roll into my square, or you can just after they swung at you and hit you in the face, you could move freely to either of these other squares. So you could do that, and we could split them up by having them move towards the closest people. Yeah, one way or the other.
I could let them both hit me and then try for the area of attack. Damage
you absolutely could do that, yeah. I mean, you're going to go for the heavy attack. You're going to hopefully clobber them both this time instead of what happened last time where you failed to do anything. So, yeah.
So that takes 2 stamina, so I need to not take more than 4 damage in these 2 clobbering me.
Yeah. Archer backs away from me. No, Archer backs away from the one with aggro, which is currently, yeah, so it can't back away any further, I think. Oh, actually, yeah, it can. It would back away this way. That's 1 node away. There we go. Yeah, so Hollow Soldiers are both moving into your node. They're both going for you. You know the dice. So you can either try that dodge roll, which would be a 50-50. Alternatively, you can try for the damage resistances. You've already taken 3. Maybe that dodge roll isn't such a bad idea.
But if I dodge and fail, then that's 4. And if I dodge and fail again, then I'm dead.
Yep.
I think I should tank it, hope that I get a few points, and then get the area of attack and take them both out at the same time.
Yeah, same tactic we did the first time around, but hopefully
just hopefully it'll actually work. And no, Hollows do not move towards the aggroed player. That's not the same icon. They move towards the closest player, which is what they just did.
Let's roll. Something nice. I've never had a board game hate me as much as this one does.
It really does hate you a lot right now. Okay, so that's 2. It's not too bad. Again, you could still Estus again, and hopefully with that nice big swing... Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to Estus... If you take more damage, you're gonna have to Estus directly after this, because if you don't have 2 more blocks, you will instantly die again.
Here we go. Ah, 2. 2's not bad.
It's alright. So yeah, you can afford to do your heavy attack. It will just only leave you with 1 empty block.
But then I'll Estus.
Yes, do the attack and then Estus to wipe the thing. That sounds smart. All right, you are gonna kill him this time. I believe in you.
What do I have to roll on this dice again?
You need to overcome their armor, so you need 2. Simple as that. If you roll 2, they're both just dead. 2. Which is not that hard. Roll 2. I know, that's what should have happened in the first place.
It's not that hard. Just 2. Here we go.
That's all you need. There you go. It's gone. They're both dead, which is what should happen in the first place.
2 stamina. All right.
Yeah, so, I mean, he is now almost dead. I would still Estus, honestly. Yeah, wipe it. All right. Cool.
We did it, Twitch chat. Hey!
We did. I forgot to move the aggro token. It should have been on me now. All right. Aggro token is on me. There's only 1 monster left. It shoots at me because I am the aggroed player. I am going to once again attempt to dodge it. It reset my stamina because it's my turn, so I'm down to 0 again. 2 dice for the dodge. Only have to roll 1. Bam, bida, bam, and we are absolutely not golden at all. I take 4 damage to the face. Yep. Just bam. All right. Should have seen that coming a mile away. Regardless of whether or not a dodge fail, I do get to actually do the move. So I will do that and roll closer. And then I'm going to run. 1, 2, ba. So there's the 2 more stamina. And I'm going to attempt to hit it, not with my heavy attack, because that will, again, literally kill me. So I will use my basic attack. I do need to do 2, but I'm going to have to do 3, because it's -1. Yeah, that's just how it works. So here we go. And it is very dead. Look at that.
Well
there we go.
done.
How it should be. Great. We actually beat a room. Isn't that lovely? All right, so
I
we
participated.
didn't even have to Estus, really, but there was a horrible risk that would have gone wrong and we would have died. So, you know, it's fine. Take all of that off, and we get 6 souls in our soul cache. We don't get to cash them in until we go back, but yeah, we have the 6 souls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. I'm gonna take these over here. Actually, you can. I don't even have to do that. They have a little counter on there. That's really helpful. That's just much easier. We have 6 souls.
Woo!
But we could use a few more than that, so we're gonna have to keep moving. All right, shall we move on?
Yes.
Sounds
What's
good.
in the next room?
Yep. Pretty sure it's
Dan?
A. You would be completely
Head
wrong.
on in.
For non-boss character, it is 2 souls per enemy. We fought 3, ergo 6. Basic arithmetic. All right. Dan, in you go. Have fun. Yeah. Off you go. Lovely. I'm gonna go here. That's, yep, good spot for you. Okay, flip this card, and what do we have? We are in the Ghostly Keep. We are against 2 hollow soldiers and a hollow crossbowman. There's a barrel and a treasure chest in here.
Ooh,
all right.
Treasure.
Lovely, yes, that means items. That is a good thing. So,
Hooray, good things.
Yep.
I forgot what they were like.
Yeah, it did go a little bit rough, I have to say.
You
that.
have to not die in this room to see them. And
Yeah,
know
I
how
mean,
they are,
we can get them back. We just have to run back here and pick up the souls, which so far, you know, it's not been going amazingly well.
Oh, God. Yeah, I have a question. Can chests be mimics?
No.
Thank God.
Nope. No mimics in this game. There are 2 hollow soldiers, and they're all the way over there, and there is 1 hollow crossbowman, which is something we haven't encountered yet. That's a magical damage enemy for some reason, and that means it's probably going straight through your armor, so you might want to avoid it, but it doesn't hit too hard. Yeah, crossbow hollow. It's this fellow right here. As you can see, his behavior, he moves back from the aggro player first, and then he does 3 magical damage to the aggro player. Not too bad. And weirdly enough, it spawned it right next to us, so it ain't gonna live very long. All right, same as before, we got movement. First things first, hollow soldiers move towards the closest player. Who has the aggro token? That would be you, because you moved in. The activation token, however, does move to Mathers. Who? What? Where'd it go?
What?
The activation token just did. What?
Whoa, oh.
It's in the board. There it is.
There we go. We're good. Aggro token is on Dan, because he walked through the door first.
Yeah.
They're going to move towards closest player with a priority towards threat or aggro, so this way. This is actually ideal, because this means...
I can reach them, no? Or
yes.
Is the chest in a
No,
spot?
that's in that spot. Yeah, you can totally reach them, I think.
I can't reach
go
it?
that way.
Again, they really should have lines to connect these. It's a silly design.
Yeah. All right, good. So then I will do...
Well, it's not your turn yet.
Oh, yeah, they got to do their thing
It's
first.
active... yeah, they have to do their thing first, and then you get to poke it. So the crossbow hollow attacks the person with aggro, which is Dan. So it's going to attack you for 3 magical damage. Do you have any magic resist? It's the second stat. You actually do. You have 1 black dice worth of magic resist. Second stat right here. So it only hits for 3. You can attempt to dodge, or you can just reduce a little bit of damage and take a little bit of damage.
Well, I've had a lovely time. But you know, I'm gonna try a dodge. I haven't done a dodge yet.
Feel free.
Roll a dodge. I'm gonna roll a dodge.
Yeah.
You ready for this? Here come the dodge.
Failure. You do get to move You take 3 damage. You do get to move 1 node if... In fact, I think you have to move 1 node.
Ow, ow, ow.
So, I mean, I guess you could roll right into the crossbow hollow. Oh, he moved... sorry. He moves back 1 from the aggroed player first. Then he shoots. Yeah, so that'll be from you. So he's right there. You can move if you want.
It depends on where these guys, the hollow soldiers, are going to me.
They're moving towards the closest player.
I thought it was the closest aggro player.
No, in the case of the hollow, it's just the closest player. If 2 are equidistant, it goes off who has the aggro.
So if I go over here, I should sit here.
Up to you.
Get the treasure.
We're gonna get it after the encounter anyway, so I'm not. I think you can stand on a treasure square. I might be wrong.
I feel like I should just stand here in case I needed.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna run up to this guy and stab it probably, but Mathis gets to go pokey on these soldiers before any of that.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll do, because I need to hit him for 2, right, to kill 1 off. And I might as well take, I'll do the heavy attack. I'll do the 1 black die plus...
almost guarantees you're killing one of them. Almost. So yeah, roll up 1 die, and then +1 in it. All you need is a 1. Just anything that's not a blank face, and 1 is dead.
Beautiful.
Lovely. So there we go. That's reduced things quite nicely. And that was your turn. So we go behavior again. So they move in the order of, there's like a threat number here. So the regular hollows move first, followed by the crossbow. So they're going to move towards the closest, which... Yeah, that's not... Yeah, so it would move on to the treasure square, I think. I can't imagine they're actually allowed to stand on the treasure chest. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? So it would actually move...
no idea.
Yeah, so the closest is actually you, so it would actually have to move... Was it here in the first place? It was. Yeah, so it actually...
No, it's top corner in the red.
It did, and then it moved 1 towards Mathis. Now it's moving on to Mathis' square again.
Oh, no.
That's... Nah, it's not too bad. You'll be able to get out of that. Pretty sure it can't stand on where the treasure chest is, although if...
Yeah, those things aren't a threat at all, Mathis. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they've never killed anybody.
Fine.
Totally fine. So they do take is going to take a swing at you, Mathis, for 4. You're reasonably armored. You have a shield and herald armor. You're actually just as well armored as Dan is, so you'll be fine. What could go wrong?
Just block it. I'm just gonna try
my armor saved me.
Try and block it, I guess.
You have the aggro token now. Right. Yeah, just roll your 2 black dice. No, they can't stand a treasure. Yeah, that makes total sense. All right, you take 2. That's not too bad.
Right, I'll take, that's not bad.
That's all right. You can totally deal with that. All right, crossbow dude moves away from the player with aggro, which is you. So he's in the corner now. Oh wait, you shouldn't have aggro. Whose turn is it? I'm moron, aren't I? Yeah, Mathis, you already took your turn. It's Dan's turn. Yeah, Dan has aggro. I mean, it's still right, but yeah. Yeah, so Dan has aggro. It's gonna shoot at Dan again.
Right.
I'd just go for block resist on this, maybe. It's entirely up to you, though. So you got your 50-50.
I get the 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the 1 dice.
1 black dice.
I'm going for it. Here we go.
Yep.
And 2, please.
Or 0.
3 straight damage. You are a sponge. I will give you that. It's incredible. You are the tank, somehow.
I am a tank made out of Jacob's cream crackers. That's
indeed.
all you have right now.
So
and it's raining.
You've got a few options here. You could do your heroic berserk charge right into the corner and splat that crossbow hollow. You can run up to the crossbow hollow, which would take you 2 stamina to get there, leaving you with not a lot at all, although with a regular attack you could probably kill it. So, kind of up to you as to what you decide to do here.
I feel like running at it and getting rid of it before it murders us.
Do it.
Sure.
Risk it.
It's gonna shoot at me again, isn't it?
It shoots at the player with aggro, which would actually be the next person in line, so it's gonna shoot at me next. Which I'm fine with. I can easily dodge that. If you want to just leave that guy alone and go for the hollow soldier instead, you could do that as well. They're both equal distance from each other. You could just jump onto that square with Mathis and twat that guy, and I can deal with the crossbowman this turn.
Yeah, right, I'll do that. I'm gonna
All right.
go twat this guy.
Save me.
1,
For
2.
the faith.
Yep. So that's
Bing.
two stamina to run up to him. So don't do your heavy attack or the party wipes. So you're gonna do your regular attack and hope for the love of God that you kill it. Because if you don't, you might want to re-roll this one. At least you've still got that. All right, straight up two black dice. Oh, you've only got to get 2. That's easy. Anybody could do that. Anybody. You have the skills to pay the bills. Look at that. It's very dead. That's over dead. It's over dead is what that is. There you go. All right. Cool. Aggro's on me. It's my turn. That token keeps just disappearing into the atmosphere. I don't know what the gravity set on this board is, but it is wrong. I'm going to get shot at by this crossbow hollow. Guess who doesn't care? Yep, that would be me. I'm going to roll towards the bastard. I only need to roll 1 of these 2 green dice in order to do it. Ba 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 ba. Wah 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 wah. It moves away from the player with aggro, which is there. And I take it in the face, is what I do. I'll take 3 damage in the face. No problem. What could possibly go wrong? I also take a stamina for rolling in that direction, and I will roll towards the thing. I'm then going to run at it and try and murder it. And I just realized there is a Vocal OC remix track in the background, which is unacceptable. Going to skip that track for the betterment of humanity. 1, 2, that's 2 stamina. We must murder this thing or we're in a lot of trouble. There we go.
I'm praying for you back
Do
here.
I just go heavy on this thing? It's the only thing left. I've got the stamina. It would leave me with 1 block. Let's just go heavy on it. How could I possibly fail to get 2 on 3 dice minus 1?
You also have a reroll? Just in case.
Yeah.
You've been watching this game.
Yeah. Oh, past performance is not indicative of future results. All right, Dan? We know this. Basic principle. Kaboom. Up we go. All we need is love. Wah, 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 wah. You motherfucker.
What was that about past experience?
How did this happen? How did this happen to me?
Okay.
You said, what could possibly go wrong? And
I'm just estusing this, aren't I? Because,
Yeah.
oh God.
Right? You still have a reroll?
So we have a slight problem here. Actually, we're fine. We can't die. Here's my justification. The next person with the aggro token is Dan. You're going to lose 2 stamina, which means you have 4 left on the bar. You literally cannot die. I'm going to Estus to refresh everything. We're not re-rolling this. I'm Estusing. Just makes a lot more sense. Lovely. There you go. Delete all of this. Perfect. All right. Dan's turn. Remove 2 of those. Just delete them. We have infinite in the bag, so just hit the delete on those tokens. Much easier.
Okay. That doesn't work.
Oh,
maybe?
it's because they're locked. They're locked because you're not GM, I guess. I don't know if that's actually. There you go. I've just promoted you, which may be a mistake. Please don't screw with the board. There we go. You're both been promoted. You can now delete.
Oh my God! Look at the new options that just appeared.
No!
I know.
Please do not. All right, it's moving away from the aggroed player, which will be you. It's going in the corner. It's going to shoot at you for what?
Are you sure it's my turn, not Mathis' turn?
It's going clockwise, right? I'm dumb.
It's like turn and aggro are different.
No, activation and aggro are different.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, activation stays on you till the end of the account that goes to the next one. You're absolutely right. It is Mathis's turn.
All right.
Which is still
I can't
fine.
die either.
That's still fine. In fact, it's even better, isn't it? Don't you get rid of 2 black there? Yes?
My turn,
No?
I will, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want to put your 2 black back. Yeah, you actually haven't gone yet. I'm an idiot. All right. But you're fine.
So can I roll these? Yeah, exactly. Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
All right, let's do it.
All right, shoots at you. Magic resist. You are... you got 1 black dice for magic resist. I just take it. Like, you can take a maximum of 3. That's never going to be too bad, right?
Let's do it.
Hey!
1.
All right, there you go. And take 1 damage. As to what you can do here, you can burn all your stamina to run right at it. You would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 stamina to reach it from here. You can't run through the treasure.
I can't go right.
Sure you can. You can go right to it.
He's the range attack. You only have to go 3 to hit it.
You're totally right. Yeah, so you could burn 3 stamina, then poke it if you like.
Poke it, and then I would have to burn.
You can go.
I only get 1 black die because if I don't use any stamina.
Yeah, 33% chance to kill it, I think, with a regular. If you do use your stamina, you could also, of course, use your talisman. All characters within range gain 1 stamina on that, or 1 character within range gains 6 stamina, which would, I believe, include you. You could burn 3 stamina to regain 6. Sort of up to you, as to what you want to do. Yeah.
Burn 3 to gain. But if I burn 3, does that take effect before I lose the 6?
Yep, you die immediately. So maybe don't do that.
Let's not do that. Why don't we just do the 33% chance to thwack it?
I think that's pretty good, because even if that doesn't happen, it goes to Dan. We've already discussed Dan possibly die, even because of Dan.
All right. It plopped
even
down.
because of me.
I mean, that's less of a roll and more of a giving up halfway through. Let's just roll the dice. There you go. Look at that. That's much, much better. It's not dead. But it's okay. It's all right. We're boxing the bastard into a corner. We're going to have it. All right.
So Dan go now to Dan,
yes,
right?
Dan has aggro. It's Dan's turn. Same little thing again. It moves away from the aggro player. It can't. Yeah, it's as far away from the aggro player as it can get. It's going to shoot at the aggroed player. Either you dodge or you roll that 1 black dice to resist the 3 damage.
I get rid of my endurance.
Yep.
Remember, you should be able to use delete now. Make it easier.
Oh, yeah.
Please try not to delete your character card.
Oh my god, I'm definitely never pushing delete ever. I couldn't even spin the board without catapulting everything into orbit. I'm going to try and something this damage. I get to roll 1, don't I?
You do. So you can reduce that damage a bit. You can't fully get rid of it, but you can reduce it.
I'm going to try and reduce the damage. Damage reduction!
That's down to 2. That's not too bad. That's all right. We are getting to the point where it can murder you, but it's not going to shoot at you for another 2 turns because it's only shooting at the aggro player. So good. You're okay. You can't really do much. You can move 1 node for free. That's about all you can do right now.
I'll move over here because it's warm.
Yep. All right. Moves around. Aggro's now on me. I'm going to dodge this bastard. Everyone knows how great I am at dodging.
You have literally dodged 50% of the time.
It has never failed. No doubt about it. Okay, so same behavior as before. It tries to move away from me, which it can't because we've sort of boxed it in a corner. So it's where it is. I'm going to roll my dodge dice. I only need to dodge 1 and with no damage for me. Magical dodging. I am the best at dodging. There we go. Easily. And what do? I roll right back into his face. Lovely. All right. Punch it. Full on. 3 dice, 3 stamina, punching. How could I possibly fail? The answer is...
Like that.
Like that. I am flabbergasted.
Just give up and go home. Let's become bakers.
Moon dice, man. It's these moon dice.
I am the worst assassin in the world. This is incredible.
You're an assassin who can get really close to the opponent and then just screws it.
I roll right up to it and then just fall over. I roll out, realize I have no stamina left and I can't swing it, then it slowly moves away. God! Okay. Right. Mathis has aggro. It's gonna shoot at Mathis. Same deal as before. Roll your dice or go for your dodge. Up to you.
Do I lose any endurance yet or no?
You take off 2, yes.
Okay, good. So I can't die then.
You cannot. No, absolutely cannot. Eventually, this thing will whittle us all down. If this thing lives to shoot at Dan, we might be in trouble.
Yay.
All right, I take
2.
1.
Only 1. That's lovely. So if you can kill it, bearing in mind you've boxed it into the corner, that will be good. I'd probably go for the full-on, full stamina. How could you possibly fail this swing?
That's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's take it. Let's take 3 endurance.
Come on, just no blank side. That's all you need. That's all you need. There, it's dead.
Yes,
it's dead.
It's dead.
It's dead. Okay, clear off your health bar. It's dead. We get another 6 souls for the bank. And now and then we have a decision to make. Also, we get 2 treasure cards from the treasure chest, which we can maybe even use immediately, but that's highly unlikely. So, This
Have
is
you
our...
shuffled the treasure deck?
Yep, it's all shuffled,
Okay.
but I'll shuffle it again just to make sure. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
We'll have to sort of traipse back with these if we want. Okay, first things first. What do we get? It is a Chloranthy ring, which
18,
needs
18.
a massive amount of stats. But
You 18 of all 4.
yes, most of this gear we're going to have to work towards. It's an armor upgrade. That means you can put it on an existing piece of armor. Characters in your node gain 3 stamina at the start of their activations instead of 2. Pretty cool, but obviously can't use it yet. The other treasure we get is another upgrade. This is a weapon upgrade. It's the crystal gem, and we need intelligence to use it. Weapons attack gain 1 extra black die. Very good, but basic weapons generally can't be upgraded, with a couple of exceptions. I believe it's in the bottom right-hand corner. That's the number of upgrades they've got. Base weapons can't be upgraded. We're hoping when we go back, we're going to get some weapons. So we have a decision to make. We could do another room, which I'd probably recommend, because it's another tier 1 room. Get 6 or maybe 8 more souls, then go back to the bonfire, and then spend them, which we'll spend on stats and drawing more treasure cards, which takes 1 soul to draw a new treasure card for the pile, and in terms of stat ups, base to tier 1 is 2 souls. Tier 1 to tier 2 is 4 souls. Tier 2 to tier 3 is 8 souls.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll need to stat up to use gear. We'll be unboxing quite a lot of it. I would recommend we do another room. I don't really see a reason not to. It is a tier 1. A tier 2...
We're fully refreshed.
Yeah,
so.
we're good. A tier 2 at base would be a bit risky, especially since we're down 2 Estus Flask. But I think a tier 1 room should be fine.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it, tier 1.
Yeah. Barrel. No, you don't hit barrels. There's nothing in barrels in this game. They're just designed to block it. You have to use a stamina to roll through them and break them. All right, onward into the Ruined Keep, which is simple enough. It's just two bowmen and 1 hollow this time, and there's a gravestone which sort of just hangs around. And I think powers up the boss because it's there, but that's not really important to know right now. So we take a gravestone. It's going right here. No treasure in this room, but 6 souls worth of monsters. So if we can get one of those bowmen.
Wait, so am I just as tanky as Dan right now with my armor? I rolled 2.
Yep. So there's a slight problem with you in that you can't attack things at melee range. You have to move backwards to use your spear. That's why he's a better tank than you are.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, because the chat made a good point. Maybe I should go in first because I have an Estus and he does not.
Well, if we look at the monster positioning.
Yeah, let's look at that.
Yeah, you could position yourself in the corner. If you position yourself in the middle, the monsters are going. Bear in mind, it's 2 bowmen. We know they move away from the player with the aggro once, and then they shoot, and the hollow's going to run right at you. So it's not the worst idea ever. I think, because there's 2 bowmen, bearing in mind I'm the master of dodging, I go in first. They shoot at me, I roll straight into them, and then I kill them all. I could even use it
as well, so
I don't. My Estus has been used, but I have a reroll and a heroic action. And if I use backstab, I can roll into one of those bowmen for an immediate counterattack on a dodge. So I'm thinking, let me go in first.
All right, give it a shot. Let's do it.
Yep. Because I'm the assassin. And I'm going to go right here. You guys go where you like.
Can I go in a different room? One that we've killed.
No,
Can you
We've killed that guy.
It's not all right.
You got your treasure, Dan. Go retire.
No, I'll just guard us from the rear, just in case.
This is a game about sharing and caring.
It is surprisingly co-op for Dark Souls.
Yep. It is. You can definitely do this solo. There is a solo mode. I think you start with like 16 souls, so you can immediately stat up and get some treasure, so you go in without your base gear. There's also a campaign mode, which is kind of neat, where you play several games of this. Everything's cost is kind of doubled, and there's a bunch of different characteristics and stuff.
I think
modifiers.
Solo and campaign modes also known as play the video game.
Yeah, you could. I like this because it's easier than the video game, and I can play it.
This has less spiders in it. Yay.
It's a bit more RNG, but,
I wonder if they'll ever... I mean, I don't know how they would do it, but like an expansion that has to do with somehow invasions or something.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that would be neat. So what they probably do... By the way, when you see the boss, you're gonna shit yourself because it's so cool. Each boss has a deck that gives it a attack pattern order. that is randomly determined by the deck, but after we do a certain amount of damage, it hits the next phase, and they put a special attack into the deck and then reshuffle the order of the entire deck. So it's pure AI attack pattern, just like a boss, and it has like a big quadrant system where it swings in front of it and behind it and stuff. It's amazing. But, I mean, the expansions that they're coming out with are just a bunch of new bosses. I've already pre-ordered the Gaping Dragon, which is like a $60 giant fucking dragon the size of a room, which I thought was kind of neat.
That's awesome.
All right.
That's nice.
All right, our strategy is pretty damn solid. I like it. So the activation moves... Have we already moved the activation? It's on Dan right now. Is that right? Probably. Aggro is on me, though. But that does mean Dan gets to move first, but then it'll go straight... And this won't matter because with my dodge, I think I can trigger my heroic action after a dodge even when it's not my turn. So, yeah, it may attack the enemy he dodged. So, yeah, I can maybe kill one of these dudes immediately if I've done this right.
So should Dan go to the guy in the corner then and go screw his shit up?
Sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if this guy could move away from me, because bear in mind, crossbow hollows move away from the aggro player, which is me. So it might work. The alternative being that he could just stay where he is and twat the hollow soldier that's going to run right at us. That would work too.
True.
Okay, first things first. So who moves first? It is the hollow soldier moves first. It moves towards the closest. So that's us. And it's going to swing... I have aggro, so it's going to swing at me. I can use this dodge. We could maybe make this work here. So I'm going to roll dodge on it. The master of dodging, once again. Now, we know they're going to move, so I think to kind of restrict his movement, I think I'm going to use this roll to roll into this guy. I don't believe I can use my heroic after that, because I think you've got to use it on the guy that you dodged. Yes, so I can't use that yet. But I'm in the corner. Okay, that's moved. He's attacked. So behavior for the crossbow dudes. Wrong one. They're going to move back from the aggro player, then attack for 3. So this guy's going to move as far away from me as he can. That's here. This guy is going to move in this direction. This is kind of perfect because it sets it up for a poke from Mathis as well. Yeah. All right, so they're both going to shoot at me. I'm just going to go for dodging again because I could maybe pull off a backstab on this crossbow hollow if I pull this off correctly. So I'm going to dodge that guy first, which I successfully do. And now, who's getting stabbed? Yes, it is. My heroic action, once per spark. After making a successful dodge, I may immediately attack the enemy that I dodged. It doesn't cost stamina, which is kind of lovely, isn't it?
So wait, the dodging you did didn't cost you any stamina?
No, the attack doesn't. Which indicates I believe that I can do a heavy on that then as a result. So that's exactly what I'll do. We're going to murder it. Easy life. Choice. Easy game. Crossbow hollow immediately dead. Okay, Dan's turn. So
cool.
You can move or you can whack it. Up to you.
I should whack that bloke who's in front of me.
I think that's exactly what you should do. I think that's a brilliant idea. I'm going to reset that so we don't have that anymore. There we go.
I'll just get a dice out first. All right. Oh, did that go out? No, where'd it get back in? Oh my god.
It's magical. You've got to take it. There you go. You got to take it all the way out, otherwise it won't work.
There we go. All right, ready? Here we go.
It's very dead.
You did it.
Yeah!
Look at this. This room is getting destroyed. All right, that one's gone too. All right. The aggro now moves. It moves to Mathis, which... Nope. I'm Oh, never mind. Yeah, sorry. It's my turn. Aggro is still on me. Yeah, okay. And then the aggro will move when it's Mathis's turn. Okay, so it's me now. All right. There's just the crossbow dude. So I'm going to go for the dodge again. Get rid of my 2 stamina. I don't know where the green dice went. We'll get another one. There we go. All I gotta roll is a single dodge. Easy peasy. Oh, there we go. Easy, no problem. That's what we like to see. I'm moving here. The crossbow hollow now attempts to move away, but it cannot because there is a gravestone there. How unfortunate. A foretelling of its doom, perhaps. An omen. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move into it, which I'm going to assume you can only move diagonally. I please, you know, draw some lines.
I know, God.
Yeah, it's really irritating. It's like, can I move there or can't I? I don't know. I assume I can. Okay, so 2 stamina to move there for me. We did the dodge, so that's 1 as well. And I'm just going to go for it with just a full-on attack. No reason why not. So, here we go. Because we're going to clear this room, then we're going to go back to that bonfire and get some lovely upgrades. It's very dead. There we go. Cleared.
Nicely done.
Easy.
Hooray!
All right, 6 more souls. So you want a bonfire so we could go get some stuff? Sounds great. All right, we're back to the bonfire.
So when we bonfire, does every single room reset then?
Absolutely. It's Dark Souls. That's exactly what it does.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
Yeah, except for the treasure, because it's Dark Souls. We don't get that. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
We are back. So, these things that we picked up, that we were just carrying around with us, they're now in this pile. Anyone can take these. Anybody. It's all good.
If apparently you can equip them.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us can equip them yet.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 things we can do here. We got our Firekeeper. That lets us stat up. And we've got our Blacksmith. That lets us grab stuff from the treasure pile. Now, generally speaking, you want to grab a bunch of stuff from the treasure pile first, then decide amongst ourselves what can we most efficiently spend our souls on to stat up so that we can use this gear.
How many souls does it take to pop something out of the treasure pile?
Just 1. Nice and cheap.
Right. So, yeah, I'd say we at least grab a few, see what we get.
Yeah, let's start pulling. Okay, so a Titanite Shard. That's a lovely one because it costs nothing to use, but we do need an upgradable weapon. So this is going to sit around for somebody. That's really good, though. That's a good start. Okay, next one. Firelink Armor. Strength and Intelligence for this one. Very good armor. It's 2 upgrade slots and a blue block dice for both physical and magical. Not black. Blue is much, much better.
That's something that looks like it's going to go pretty much right to Dan. I think he'll be able to knock that with 1 upgrade in strength and 1 upgrade in intelligence.
That is absolutely true. Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
So I think we immediately assign that item to Dan.
I agree.
That is a super cheap upgrade. So we can take 4 off it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't pay for this. There we go. 1 off there. That's all yours, Dan. So move your strength and intelligence to tier 1 and take yourself the Firelink Armor.
What do I do with the other armor?
It just goes on the pile. Yeah. We can all.
I know. Yeah, other people can grab it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, if they like.
What's the little box icon in the bottom right? That too mean?
The box icon in the bottom right?
On the armor. On the bottom
that means
right,
you have 2 upgrade slots in there. So you can upgrade that. Remember earlier we got that ring and that crystal shard? So crystal shard is for weapon, but the ring was for armor. You can't use that yet, but if you had 18 of every stat, you totally could. So just bear that in mind. We might pull some upgrades at some point during this. So we're down to 12 souls. So I suggest we pull
another one.
Shadow armor. So this is faith and dexterity.
Ooh.
Dex, what's the dex needed? Tier 2 for me?
Yeah, it's a piece of assassin armor, really. It's got a little assassin icon. But I mean, it's still insane. I would have to be, even me, I would have to be tier 4 to use that, and I would need tier 3 in faith. So that's basically useless. Yep. So that's garbage
so that
right
cost
now.
him 1?
Yeah, it did. Let's draw another. This looks good. Eastern Iron Shield.
Just straight 28 dex.
Yep, 28 dex. It's a blue block dice rather than a black one, which is pretty good.
Tier 2 for you, TB?
No, tier 3, I think, isn't it? 28 dex, yeah.
Tier 2?
Yep.
Tier 2.
Yeah, oh yeah, so I'd have to spend 6 souls to get there. Bear in mind, I mostly dodge. I mean, it gives me a nice alternative, but I'm not too worried about that right now. I think we'll probably just put that to the side.
Okay.
All right, another one.
Yep.
It's a weapon. It's a very good weapon, but it's a very costly to use weapon. Sorcerer's Staff. Extremely powerful weapon. You need 15 strength and 30 intelligence.
I need to go to tier 3 intelligence to get that.
Yeah, which is... Can we get you? We could get you there, I think. Do you... Oh god, we could give you that weapon.
But it's a staff and I'm a warrior.
But look at how powerful it is. Look at that. It's
an orange
insane. It's an orange dice. That goes up to 4. It's nuts.
Oh, nice.
That is bonkers.
These bunkers.
It's really good. I don't know what that thing's got all sorts of. There's an orange dice, and then it does. I think
it goes Super Saiyan, and then you get 3 waves of Magic Wand.
So does it cost more souls per higher tier to upgrade? Okay, so to get him to 30, just 30 intelligence, how many souls is that going to cost us at this point?
For that, we can't afford it. Yeah, it would actually be 12 souls. We only have 10. But it's something we should bear in mind for when we come back.
Into the treasure pile it goes, but I think that's a really good.
Yeah.
Why don't we pop maybe 1 or 2 more?
Yeah, because there's no point in kind of starting up if there's nothing we can use. Because we know unless we get all the way up to here, or maybe even get to the boss, there's probably no more treasure. So it's only what here that really matters. Ooh, this is probably for you. This is a spell. Soul
Straight
Stream.
Up 22 intelligence.
That's really good, though.
Yeah, I can get there by going to tier 2.
Which would be totally attainable, isn't it? That's 2 plus 4, that's 6.
It's 22. You are on intelligence.
Oh, yeah. No, you couldn't get there. Dan could get it.
I'm looking at the night. Oops, I'm looking at the night.
I can get it. I can get to 27. I could use it.
That's true.
So that would be
one away from it.
You already got an upgrade, damn it.
I
could
get the upgrade. I'm more than willing to go in, and I'm actually like.
So is there a limitation? Can you cast it in like point blank range and stuff?
No, I can't cast it point. Actually, this one you can cast point blank. I think.
It's all area of effect stuff as well.
Yeah, this is a really strong like area of effect spell with crazy effects. I could 6 souls gets me to tier 2 intelligence, and I can use that.
Well, if we're gonna do it, we might as well wrap it with that then, and do that, and then save the last 2 souls that we'll have.
4.
Did you burn the one for picking this up?
Yeah.
Okay, so then 4. You might as well bank those for now. Then.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm seeing there might be something in that pile that I don't think there's anything in the pile you could use on a startup, but maybe you should check through it just in case, because we can afford 2 of your stats to tier 1 if you want.
Well, if I'm gonna bump a stat to tier 1, I might as well make it faith, at least, and just leave, maybe just leave it there for now.
Yeah. I mean, there's really no point in spending it if you absolutely know you can't equip anything. Like, it's worth just holding on to it, because the stats literally do nothing else other than that. So you wouldn't gain any benefit.
All right. Yeah, that's true. Do you want to pop a couple more cards then?
We might as well, because we might get lucky and get something that we can use. All right, so I upped my intelligence to tier 2. I'll have to double check the rules about swapping items. I know you can do that, but I'll just check that in a minute.
All right, let's pop at least 2 more.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what else we got. So there's one. It's a Dragon Crest shield.
21 faith, 21 strength.
It's a very good shield. Could anybody practically use that? It's definitely it's a U shield, certainly, or a Knight shield. We don't have the Knight with us. Yeah, you could get your Faith to tier 1, but you can't get your Strength there, not with the amount of souls we have. But it is sitting there for you at some point. You know, we will be back here once more before the boss, so...
All right, let's do it. Last one.
A Winged Spear.
22 faith, 20 strength. Like, same thing. It's
exactly the same, yeah.
My next upgrade, I can grab a new weapon and a new shield just with stat upgrades.
Yeah, and it has an upgrade slot as well, so you'd be able to put stuff on it as well. We might as well spend for 2 more treasures then. Or we could hold on to 2. Because what we do that run again, we get 18, and then we hit the tier 2, that's probably going to be like 8 to 10 more. If we do that whole run, go back once more, and then just run through to the boss, that's probably the way to do it.
Sounds good to me.
And with my AoE, we can clear a lot of these rooms out nice and quickly now. So I guess let's spend the 2 more.
Yep.
East-West Shield, 28 int. I can have that, can't I?
You're on 27.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you're totally right. Yep. Okay, never mind. And one more. Great axe. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Tasty.
32 strength, 22 dexterity.
Not quite there
Nobody is using that in a million years. Not yet, but it is very strong. So we have an upgrade path.
All right.
yet.
We've got,
Should we take a 5-minute break and then we come back? We're going to run all of that all the way up to the fog gate.
I think it's a good idea. I'm going to grab a drink.
That lets
grab a
me
snack.
quickly check the rules about switching items. So at least we got something out of that. We made Dan a little less likely to die in the first room, and we gave me a magic spell which will hopefully wipe out everything in the room very, very quickly. So, yeah,
Yay.
that seems like a really good upgrade. All right, 5-minute break, folks. We're back in the Correctional Lounge, a little bit more Dark Souls.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dark Souls, also known as the tabletop version of Dark Souls. Currently doing on Tabletop Simulator, the physical game, which I would highly recommend simply down to the quality of the miniatures, is very much available right now from all popular board game retailers and Amazon and so on and so forth. We killed a bunch of stuff, we got a few upgrades. We are going to rest at the bonfire because we actually want the encounters to come back. We can go back to the bonfire, buy stuff, and not have everything reset. But we kind of need those encounters back so we can grind them. We're probably going to
People
do...
are saying we can spend souls to get sparks back.
Yeah, we can spend 2 souls per player to get 1 spark, apparently. We don't need that right now, but if we keep failing miserably, we definitely will need to do that. We're currently on 1 spark, so it only triggers when we rest. So what we could do, run all of this, go all the way up to the fog gate, kill everything, go back to the bonfire. If we haven't burned all of our Estus and heroic actions and stuff, we can spend for upgrades, and then just run through to the fog gate, and nothing will respawn.
All right.
Okay.
That's probably the optimum strat, I think. And then we can fight the mini-boss.
Is stay in the back, because you got upgrades and I did not.
Yep. I got nice big spell. I can hopefully blow up some stuff nice and quickly.
And I have armor. I can get shot in the face a bit more.
Yes, you will be much more durable than you were. All right. So back into the room. I assume you're going to want to go into the room first. Activation order has changed once again. It's actually activation on me. Oh, this is good because possible area of effect explosions going on right here.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, chat. Somebody asked in chat, could you theoretically grind for hours and then steamroll the game?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could.
100%. Which is a kind of a good thing and a bad thing. The grinding you almost certainly need to do, which does mean you're going to be doing these same encounters a couple of times, but yeah, it's kind of up to you to some extent.
I can see why people are divided on the game, because like if you love Dark Souls, this is pretty good representation of how Dark Souls is played, where
Yeah.
you learn the encounters and you grind from them until you're just good enough to get to the next one. And
Yeah. They have
master it.
translated things as best as they could. That's for kind of good or ill, you know? So
yeah,
some
I
of that's
definitely see some problems.
definitely a good thing, some of it's not. Okay, well, we kind of know what's going on with this. We've done this before, so first thing first, threat order. Hollow soldiers move towards closest target with a priority on aggro, which would be Dan. So
Hello.
this time you can tank these no problem, Dan, I think.
I can. I found a second dice rolly thingy on this side.
Oh, there's another one over there. Yes, there is.
So what are you rolling now? 1 blue, 1 black?
One blue, one black. I would
One blue
assume.
and black, which is a lot
Nice.
stronger than 2 blacks. So
Here we go. A lot of
Oh, it doesn't
twos.
look like there's any blank sides on the blue one.
nope.
Yep.
Good start. So only 1
nice.
damage. And then
Take
you
that
roll one more.
Damage. And another roll. Yes, it looks like 4 twos on that blue dice. Oh, lovely. 1 damage. Hey, nice.
That's all right. See, that's much easier now. All right, we're getting shot at by the bowman. So bowman's behavior, it shoots at the player with aggro first, which again would be Dan.
Right.
4 physical. So
Let's
guess
roll
tank
it.
it. Yeah. You see, they're only scratching you now.
It's great.
I
Oops.
spoke too soon,
Oh,
didn't I?
is that a 3?
That's a
a
3. Look at that.
That's a 3 on that dice.
Yeah.
Oh, I still take 1 because I got a blank on the other bit.
Yeah, that was all right.
That's not bad.
And
Oh,
now,
use me Estus now.
because I went in first, time for magic. All right, so at the start of your turn, you can swap a piece of equipment around. So this S-Stock is now in this slot. Soul Stream. All right, every one of these is AoE. They're all magic, not physical. So the magic resist of the dude matters. In which case, the Crossbowman has literally none, and the Hollow Soldier has one. I'm thinking... Here's a question about the AoE. Does that also hit you?
Is it gonna hit me?
That's a good question.
I get to roll 1 blue dice for AoE damage.
Oh, for magic?
Yeah. My armor gives me 1. It says 1 on the squiggle there. Is that a thingy?
Yeah, I just need to check if it... Oh, it only says all enemies in a node. So, you're not an enemy. So, it doesn't matter. I don't think it touches you at all.
Are you, Dan? You rival Englishman?
Alright, well, I'm just gonna blow those 2 guys to hell, then. So, I think I'll use my blue damage attack. It's got 2 range, so I can reach it. It does 1 blue dice to everything in that square, except for you. So, all I need to do is beat 1, and it's dead. Everything is dead. Welp, nothing is dead. I tried.
But you took 3 tiredness. 2 tiredness?
2 tiredness. Yeah, this must be there from last time. Alright, well, it is what it is. Okay, activation stays where it is. Aggro, unfortunately, now moves on to me.
Good luck.
But it is Mathis's turn.
Bad guys first.
Actually, yeah, sorry, Aggro's on Mathis. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, bad guys first. They move towards the nearest. They're already there. The bowman... Oh, yeah, the bowman did try and move away from me, so it'll be in the corner now. Attacks, once again, to Dan. So he's blocking with his blue and his black dice.
Yeah, here we go. Woohoo! Dingle, ding. 3. And...
Oh!
No!
One of these days you're going to block completely, but you get 1.
Ding.
All right, another one.
Ka-chow.
And then the bowman's going to fire at Mathis. Ouch.
Ooh, that was a 3.
Even with good armor, you're still going to take damage. So even more like Dark Souls.
Alright, so he's gonna swing at me.
Yeah, the bowman's shooting at you for 4. So you can either try and tank it or try and dodge it. Dodge is
I'm gonna grab the... I'm trying to grab one of the dice out of here, though.
Dodge is at 50-50.
I go on.
There you go.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna try and just tank it.
Yeah. You got a reasonable amount to do that.
I take 2. Wait, I take 1? 2? How much does he do? Hang on.
He does 4, doesn't he?
Yep,
Right, so
Great Silver Knight Bowman does 4.
Cool. Alright. Now it's my turn?
Yep. Maybe you'll do a little better with the pokey pokey action.
Yeah, I'll do the heavy attack. I'll take the 3. And I'll just do the heavy attack and hope I just kill him.
Sounds good. Oh yeah, he tries to move away from you. There we go.
Alright, he's dead.
Nice.
3.
1 down. That'll take the pressure off Dan a bit.
Yay.
Alright,
So I
Aggro,
got 3.
Aggro's now on Dan. So much for taking the pressure off him. Okay, take a hollow off the board. Hollow
Sorry, one of
first.
them's gone.
Yep. Hollow attacks you first.
Right,
And
I've
then
only
the
got
bowman.
3 HP left. Is it Estes time, or do you think I can survive this?
I think on a
you
blue
have to
dice. You're gonna have to also deal with the bowman. Can they kill
Yeah.
you? Sure, they could. Is it worth the risk? Estus might not be a bad idea.
Can he Estus before the enemy's attack or after the enemy's attack?
Can I have one enemy attack me, then Estes?
I don't... You can't Estus until your turn, I think. You're gonna have to wait until after they've shot at you. I think. I'll double check. I'm gonna double check that.
Check that one.
If it was like the game, you
you
could Estus anytime, surely. You could just drink it. Let me double check that. That would make
Can I
the
do
most
the
sense,
reroll?
wouldn't it?
The reroll will keep me going.
That you do.
Well, I need to roll this first one anyway, so I'm going to roll the first one.
During a character's activation. It's not your activation yet. It's the enemy's. You can only use it during yours.
Oh, you blocked all of it.
Everything!
Nice. Lovely. All right. Good.
Beautiful.
I'd like to thank the Academy. And the second one... overdue.
Oh, yes. There you go. Not a sausage. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if you can make it through this, you won't need to burn your Estus.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. Admittedly, we are going to go for one more reset. Actually, no. After this, we're going to try not to reset. We're just going to buy and then try to run to the fog gate. So if you can avoid burning your Estus before the boss, that would be pretty great. So, yeah. Kill that hollow.
I'll kill that hollow with my 2 blacks, isn't it? Yes.
Yep. Whack
2
it.
black dice. Here they go.
Give it a whack.
That's a 1. That's a 3.
Hey,
It's a very dead. Okay. Hollow Soldier is out. Look, we're whacking this much easier. And it's going to try and move away from you, which means it's going to move here. All right. Next aggro is me. All right. It's going to shoot at me. I'm going to dodge. I'm going to dodge. No, I'm not.
Oh,
Hits me for the full 4.
Phew.
Full 4. I do take the 2 stamina off though, so not too bad. Take the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do get to move regardless of whether or not that actually hit me. So I'm going to roll in its direction, take the 1 free move, and then I'm going to try and destroy it. I do not. Yeah, the spell can be used at point blank range, which is significantly better, I think, than my S stock. I can.
Why would you ever use your S stock again?
Because you wouldn't. It sucks.
Okay.
I'm just going to be using this, I think. I don't know, there's an argument in some situations, I think, for 3 black dice over 1 orange dice. But 1 orange fucking dice, I mean, yeah. I'm just going to blow 4 stamina and nuke this thing. I really hope this was not the wrong decision.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Everything is going to die. It's all going to die in a variety of different forms. Nope. Actually, nope. No magic resistance at all on a Silver Great Bowman. It's dead.
Oh, there we go.
0.
Okay.
It's dead anyway. We're good. All right, reset the bars. That was all part of the plan. Genius.
We did it.
Absolute
we got through the room.
Genius. All
We
right.
all got a kill out of it too.
6 souls. All right, should we do the full run all the way around? Let's get all those souls. We don't have a choice. There's no bloody door. All right, we know what's coming. So let's set this up in the most ideal way possible. There are going to be 2 hollow soldiers here. And there's going to be a crossbowman in the middle, like a dork. There we go. Activation moves 1.
Kicks the door in.
This activation has gone to see its people once again. There we go. Who's gonna aggro? Who wants to aggro this? Dan, you wanna tank this?
I'm feeling it. I've got the more health than anyone, or more chances of dying stuff.
Alright, you go in first then.
So if I go here, they're gonna run at me.
Yeah, well, yeah, the hollow soldiers will, and the hollow crossbowmen will try and move away.
Okay, that's where I sit.
Alright, in that case, I guess I'll just put myself in the middle? Maybe? I'm thinking about order, so I'll get to go after you. The crossbowman's going to move 1 away from you, and then is going to move 1 away from me. I'm going to go... I'm thinking about AoE here. They're going to run there. Yeah, I'm just going to stand here. Because their hollow soldiers are going to run towards you, Dan.
Yep.
Then they're going to try to get to me. They can't move through the treasure chest, so they're going to move in a direction, and then I'm going to blow them up with an area of effect spell, hopefully. Assuming that you haven't killed them already, which you very well might have. Okay, cool. So, activation, first things first. Our little hollow soldiers run towards the closest target, which would be you.
Hello.
Wee crossbowman moves back from the aggro target, which again is you, and it's then going to shoot at the aggro target, which is you, Dan, for 3 magic damage. And if I recall correctly, you can You could fully block that quite easily. You get roll 1 blue dice to block that.
1 blue dice. Hang on, I'll just pop out a new blue dice.
Yeah.
Here we go. 1 blue dice.
2 damage.
Ow. 2 damage isn't bad.
It's Dark Souls. It's gonna hurt you.
If it hurts, you know it's working.
I'm gonna let that slide. Alright, what do you want to do? If you want, you can move into that square with the whole soldiers and try for the area of effect swing. Maybe kill them both.
Yeah.
Alright, here they are.
Plan.
You're in. Doesn't take any stamina to move just 1, but your battle axe swing, that's 2 for the 2 black dice, but you could kill everything on the board. Well, 2 out of 3 on the board.
Everything on the board, just everybody, everyone.
The other one just runs away in panic. Alright.
2 black dice. Here we go. Da 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 da.
You need 2. You absolutely get 2. They're both dead.
Yes.
What a swing.
Yes.
Everybody is impressed. All right, resetting the turn. Crossbow Hollow, which is this fellow again. He moves away from the aggroed play, which would now be me. Is going to shoot at me. I'm going to dodge it. Or attempt to. Wah, 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 ba-da-ba-ba. Just need the 1. Got 2. Lovely. Roll
Nice.
in your vague direction. And then I'm gonna zap you with magic. So I should just full on nuke it, right? Like there's no reason not to. Just one straight up orange. Just
It's not like the game where magic is limited.
just blow it up. It's dead.
Yeah,
It's gone. You see how fast this gets once you've got some gear? Yeah, this is nice. Another room cleared. 6 souls on the board. Very nice. We haven't run into a tier 2 encounter yet. We might come to a screeching halt in the 4th room, but all right, next room. Let's go. Okay, it's 2 crossbow men and 1 hollow. So crossbow dude on here. Crossbows. Yes. 1 here. Crossbow dude on here. That's the setup. Who wants to go in first and take aggro? Activation.
I can do it.
Yeah. By all means,
mind.
you feel free. Yeah, that's yours. Activation is also on you. So bear that in mind. So if you go in straight up, you could try and... You can't really do the same thing that you did last time. Because, well, crossbow hollow's going to move away from you. The soldier's going to move towards you. So there's no area of effect nonsense going on here. But nothing stopping you from whacking the dude. All right. In you
Do
get
I
then.
whacking a dude?
All right.
Boom.
Give him a good slapping.
move
You've got to go near the door. You can't go there.
Oh, got it. Here then.
Yeah, you go there. And I'll also go... I don't want to go in the corner with you because I might end up pulling people towards you and then you can't use your spear. So I'll stand where Dan is. Yep, they don't use area of effect. I can stand where Dan is.
Sweet.
And then I can roll into one of them. All right. Okay, Hollow Soldier moves towards the nearest. Aggro priority, that's you. And it takes a swing at you, Dan. So that's for 4. You do your little roll. Blue and a black.
Blue and a black, here it goes. That's good grief.
Please
Took its
stop.
time, but a 2.
2, all right.
I'll take 2 damage.
All right. Crossbow men move away from you. 1 and 1. I think. Sounds about right. Then they're both going to take shots at you. 3 magic damage each.
So just roll 1 blue.
Yeah,
each.
1 blue for each. Unless you want to do a dodge roll.
No.
I can't really see you doing that.
Not with this thing. This
No.
should be better.
1 damage.
2. 1 damage there. Stick up my thing. And the other one. Oh, just dropped it. Would you like me to re-roll it?
Yes, you should re-roll it, Dan. You gotta do it fair and square.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's
I'm
not really a
dropping
roll,
the
is it?
goddamn
You're
thing.
dropping it. You're dropping it.
I'm trying to do it. My
You
ping's a million.
Burk. You
Okay,
Burk.
two.
Alright, there you go.
What? Where the hell do you think that accent was from?
I don't bloody know, mate. From somewhere at Birmingham.
I'm from the bit of poor England where the poor live. Oh, danger, danger.
I'm somewhere in the
crikey.
West Midlands, I am.
I feel so out of place.
Alright.
Right, that's my damage done.
Your turn. See, you can whack your hollow.
gonna
Who
whack my
misses?
hollow.
You're gonna give your yellow a good whacking, right? 2 black dice.
I am.
You just take a
2
regular
black
swing.
dice.
Yeah, nice. Take it for free.
And... 1.
Well, you didn't do anything there, mate, did you?
Your
should've
accent put me off.
You should have thought that one through before you tried it.
Oh, yeah, well, your Australian accent.
Oh, my Australian accent. Let's try to stream on the Barbie, mate, you Tasmanian cunt. All right. Right. Aggro is on me. Okay.
That sounds like the Dark Souls, the musical. The aggro is on me.
The aggro is on me. Okay, Soldier is moving towards...
Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill into a musical. They can do it for Dark Souls.
Oh, my. All right. The Hollow Soldier will be attacking me because I've got the threat token. I'm going to go rolling, rolling, rolling. There we go. Let's roll it. Easy dodge, easy game, easy life. Can I somehow push them into a pile? I'm thinking about their movement. They'd move as far away from me. Yes? No. Nah, not gonna happen. Close enough, though. Especially if I get another roll. So, here. Then that crossbow hollow actually, that guy would have moved back first, wouldn't he? Yeah. So, no. Yes. Crossbow hollow moves from aggro target first. All right, so he moves there. That's a good thing. There we go. Other crossbow hollow's going to take a shot at me. It's going to move away from me first, though, which I think is there. I'm going to roll a dodge on it again. Because why not? Easy peasy. Easy game. There you go. So I'm going to roll again. Right up in his face.
Oh, danger, mate. Oh, crikey.
Oh,
to look at the Irish. Oh, no.
Oh, that's what I call a danger weasel. Stays in the trees, ready to strike. You put your noggin under it, and before you know it, you're being scratched and clawed to hell, mate.
What the hell is
It's a danger weasel.
Those 4 hours of trying to set you play up did something to you, man.
Okay. I mean, I can use a spell at this range. I don't see why not.
In its face.
Yeah, why not? It doesn't say I can't. There's no range limitation on it. Let's blow it up. I think I'll just use probably a 2 stamina rather than a 4. I'm not going to get fancy on this. I might as well kill the one that's in the corner. That's the furthest away from us. So, yeah, I'm going to go for a 1 blue dice against the one in the corner. Kaboom, you're dead. Crossbow hollow is gone.
Nice.
All right, lovely. Aggro token moves to Mathis.
Sounds good.
Yep. Hollow Soldier moves to you. Crossbow hollow moves away. Yeah, you are gonna have to deal with that. It's all right. It'll take a swing at you. They could just move, step to the side, and then poke it if you like. All right, it's gonna swing at you 4 damage.
All right, rolling.
2 black dice. What you got?
I'm gonna take 2.
Yes, you are.
All right, and what about the other one?
It's going to shoot at you for 3 magical damage.
And I'm rolling. What for that again?
Just the 1, right?
I think it's just 1 black, yeah.
Yep. Don't worry, we're getting you gear and upgrades when we go back.
Oh, I'll be there one day.
Yep. Oh, lovely.
yay.
Just the 1. Good as
So
it
I can
gets.
move one
Yep.
space without
1 space for
burning
free, and then poke that thing.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, screw it. Let's go heavy.
Full
again.
on? Yeah, why not? Get it out of the way. We know we can manage it. Tier 2, this full-on attack thing might not be a good idea, but right now we're good.
I don't do anything.
That's unfortunate. All right, never mind. Aggro token now moving on to Dan.
Yeah.
Enemy moves towards closest enemy. This one's back on Mathis.
Ooh.
Crossbow hollow can it possibly move further away from you than it already is, so it's right where it is. Hollow Soldier takes a swing at Mathis again. So you get your 2 black dice. This is where things are getting a bit rough unless you get rid of it. That was pretty good. Only take 2, not bad.
Well, if he did full damage, I would have been dead.
Yep, the crossbow hollow shoots at Dan because he's the currently aggroed player.
Is that the magic used?
It is, absolutely.
1 blue dice.
Yes,
1
chat.
blue dice.
In theory, chat, I could magic backstab full-on orange nuke. Yes, that is doable. As far as I know, that is not against the rules, and I will probably try it. Okay. All right, Mathis is done. Dan, you get a swing. Do you need... Yeah, you can move on to that and just whack it if you want.
That's the plan. I'll roll my 2 dice.
All right.
Yep.
What you got?
2.
Just need 2 to kill it. Which you don't get. Ah, it's cruel and unusual. That thing is not dying easily. All right, then. Aggro token pass to me. I'm getting that crossbow hollow, whether it likes it or not. It's gonna get battered. All right, take the 2 stamina off. Okay. Crossbow hollow moves towards closest. It's already there. Hollow soldier takes a swing towards the player with aggro. If it's not the player with aggro, it's the highest threat value, so it's Dan.
Hooray! I roll my blue and my black. Protecting me from
everything.
Damage.
Lovely.
Everything. Ding.
Crossbow hollow moves as far away from currently aggro player as possible, which is not possible because I'm right there. There's nowhere it can move that would be further away. It shoots at the currently aggro player, which again is Dan, for 3 magic.
I'm not aggro, am I?
You are completely right. I am. Guess who's dodging that? Not me.
Not you.
Take a full 3 in the face. And 1 on the stamina as well. But I do get to roll right into range. Not that it really matters, because I have magic. So I guess I'm going to roll here. I'm not sure if I could trust you lot to dispatch that thing. Also, 4 would actually kill me. I could just do a regular one. That's a 33% chance of killing it. Nah, I'll burn 2 more stamina. This is getting a bit risky now.
Yep.
But we'll take it. This should be easy enough. Just need 2 or more. It's dead. All right. It got soul, whatever the thing that is, to death. So, yep. Soul streams. Yes, that's the name of it. All right. Just the hollow dude left then. Just need to get rid of him without taking too much more. Okay, Mathis, you take away 2 black tokens.
Yep.
So that's not too bad. Yep. It moves towards the closest player. It's already there. It swings at the current aggro player for 4. That's you.
All right, let's hope I block.
Oh, yes, it is possible you could wipe the team here. So, but you've got to reroll. You'll probably be all right. It's very unlikely. Ah, you take 1. You're fine. Then you probably want to sidestep it and poke it. I mean, you could use your talisman here, but really, you should hopefully kill it this time. Oh, you can't use your full-on, though.
Nope, I can't. I have to go 1 black and hope that I roll 2.
Good 33% chance of killing it. You got it!
Yeah!
There you go.
Dead.
Very nice. All right, 6 more souls for us. Reset our bars. And now we're going to try the tier 2 encounter.
Oh, cock.
This is where I'm even more useless. So...
You're going to stand back. You're going to talisman us a lot, most likely, for this.
I will be doing my damnedest.
All right. Oh, yeah, I haven't used Maestus yet. Make sure this is all reset correctly. All right, we have not done a tier 2 encounter yet. It is significantly harder, unsurprisingly. We also don't know what it is yet. So we have to kind of enter... Dan, you really should go in first, I think.
I'm going in first.
If you don't mind.
I'm the canary that you send to a mine to check for gas leaks. That's what I am.
And they call it a mine. A mine! Let's turn it over. What we getting? The weathered... Oh my fucking god. All right, well, at least we've got area of effect. We're going to need it. 2, Silver Knight Swordsman. Who we have not fought yet. At least we didn't get a big giant hollow. They're a pain in the ass, but... nope, no Sentinel. We are fighting Silver Knight Swordsman, 2 of them. They only have 1 HP. They're way harder to dodge, and they have 2 armor and hit for 5, and they push, which is a bit of a nightmare. So, okay, a little bit rough, no doubt, but doable. We're gonna achieve this. They're a bit away. They do move 2, so they're gonna get in range pretty quickly. Let's put our card over here so we know what's going on. That's the wrong
where the
card.
Estuses are gonna get burned.
Yeah, where'd I put it? This is the right one. There we go. You know, you lot can just get over there and out of the way. No, we don't need you at all. Okay, yep. 2 Silver Knight Swordsmen, both on number 1, and a regular crossbowman. and a Silver Knight Great Bowman and a Hollow on number 2. Hollow on number 2. It's gonna be pretty horrible. Yeah.
Oh my god, look at the size of that dude.
Here's the thing. I'm looking at this. I'm like, you know, can we get some serious AoE going on right here? You know, how do these guys perform? So we'll take. So this is the Silver Knight Swordsman card right here. This is what he does.
Oh,
There's our Great Bowman.
Okay, yep.
So we're fighting 4 types of enemies just to make things really easy. All right. So if we look at their behavior, the bowmen are going to be going backwards. The hollow soldiers are going forwards. So the Silver Knight Swordsmen this turn are going to run 2 squares towards these enemies. They're getting in melee range pretty much immediately with Dan. Thankfully, it's Dan. These are much harder for me to dodge. I need 2 dodge results, not 1. So it's a 50-50 instead of like well, better than that. The bowman moves backwards. We know kind of what that does. The hollow soldier's not going to do anything this turn. It's only going to like lumber towards us quite slowly. It's going to go in my direction towards the nearest, so it's not going to get anything done. The great bowman's going to keep standing where it is. The crossbow hollow is going to move back to the corner where the great bowman is. So that's AoEable. These 2 Silver Knight Swordsmen, also AoEable. Because they're all going to run at Dan.
Yay.
And Dan is also the currently activated player. You could still blast them both potentially with an AoE. They do, however, have 2 armor, so it's a little trickier.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I imagine they're the highest threat value. I would be right. So it's going to go Swordsman, Hollow Soldier, Great Knight Bowman, Crossbow Hollow in that order. All right, so they're going to move 2 towards you. They're going straight on Dan. Then they're going to hit you for 5. There's an AoE on it, which is irrelevant, but there's a pushback, which is not irrelevant. So let me just double check how push works.
Can they not be into the other room, so I have to just leave you guys to do it?
That is impossible. No. Pushing. Push movement does not cost stamina. Blah, blah, blah. If a push icon appears on an attack, the model hit by the attack is pushed. The push model or models are moved onto an adjacent node that is further from the attacking model. If there are multiple nodes further from it, players choose it. Simple as that.
Well, that's nice. So if one hits me, the other one doesn't.
Yeah. So that's kind of rubbish for them. So they'll be sitting there. Yep. So that's not too bad, because even then, if we are both sort of sitting on the same place, only one of those can get into melee with us, so they're kind of spread out.
Yep.
So it's not too shabby, but you are looking at a 5 damage hit, so roll your block dice for the first one.
Are they magic or are they regular? Regular, so black and a blue.
You got this.
I got this.
3 and a 2.
I got...
You take
2
2.
and 1. I take 2 damage. That's
Yep,
not terrible.
and you get shoved, and you can pick either... You can pick whichever direction you like. Either me or Mathis.
I'm
Cuddle
going
me.
to Mathis, yeah. I'll lead them over to you, basically.
And the other one doesn't hit anything, because it's whiffing at thin air like an idiot. Okay, next. Great Bowman.
Uh-oh.
No. Hollow Soldier. That's already moved. Doesn't do a... Yeah, moves towards closest target, which would be me. Does nothing. Okay. Great Bowman. 4 damage to aggroed player. That's you, Dan, shooting at you. Oh, it's also area of effect. It's gonna hit both of you.
Both of
Oh,
us.
shit.
So we both have to roll for it separately, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, black and the blue. Here we go.
You take the 1.
Sorry, I'll take 1.
2. So
Oh, you take 2. Okay, that's not too bad. We could have taken a lot worse. Like, this first round is going to be the worst. If we can get at least one of these guys off the table, we'll be in a better shape.
Yep. One with hope.
And ideally, if we can do this entire encounter without burning Estus or anything, we can run through the whole boss with everything intact. But don't be afraid to burn something, because dying here would suck.
Yes, it would.
All right.
Who's that?
Crossbow hollow fires. Aggroed player.
Me.
Yep,
1 blue for him, yeah?
that's correct.
Here we go.
You take
Oh,
one. Just the one.
Better. Just the one. That's not bad. 4 from that lot.
Is that all the enemies now?
Yep, all enemies are done. So, do what you can. You could use your heroic action, charge both Silver Knight Swordsmen.
My heroic... Is that the Berserker charge thing?
Yeah, because that may not be all that useful during the boss encounter, so we might not have to reset that. It's kind of up to you, though.
Yeah, no, let's do that. So I move up to them and then attack both of them, but it doesn't cost me any stamina.
That's exactly what it is. Yep. So you can move straight into them, AoE swing, not burn stamina, which is nice. And maybe, if you're very lucky, kill them both.
So I flip that thing over there. Boop.
Yep, flip it over.
Right,
so you're looking
rolling
for 2 black dice.
Two black dice.
They do have 2 armor. You're gonna have to get 3. If you do get 3, though, you kill them both. That would be amazing.
Here goes.
That's
amazing.
Entirely within the realms of possibility. No! Nope. 2 armor on him. Nothing happens. Sorry. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Okay.
And now I'm standing in front of the git.
You'll be fine. You've got armor. You're good. All right.
That is true.
And aggro's on me, so they're probably going after me now anyway. All right. Okay, so, you know, I should just like lay these out in order of what they do. That would make things very easy. There you go. Easy. Common sense. Okay. Silver Knight Swordsman, move 2 towards the closest. They're already there.
Hello. I'm rolling for them.
Well, it's good, because one of them's probably going to knock you out of the square, and the other one's going to miss again. So this is fine. And you take only 1 damage. There's nothing. And you get knocked out of the square again, and the other guy misses, because he's an idiot.
Go over here.
Like an idiot. There you go. Next one. Hollow Soldier moves 1 towards the closest, which is me. He's going to attack. I'm going to dodge. I'm thinking... I'm going to blow the hell out of those Silver Knight Swordsmen this turn. That's my plan. All right. Okay, I'm going to roll dodge against it. Which I succeed in doing.
Nice.
Thinking about range here. Can I save some... I'm going to want to full-on nuke them, aren't I, really?
Yep.
With the best thing that I've got. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Okay, in that case, I'm going to move here because that gets me towards the crossbowman. Because I still do have a little bit of range on this, so am I going to burn 4 on that? Well, first things first, we're not quite done yet. Silver Knight Great Bowman is going to shoot at me for 4. I don't know if I'm going to be able to burn all this stamina because I'm going to be rolling a lot. We'll see. Even a blue dice would probably be enough to kill them. If I get it right. Okay, successful dodge again.
Good dodge.
I could backstab that thing. With magic. Which has an AoE, and they're both standing on the same thing.
Yes.
Aha, let's do it. Point blank. Bullshit AoE orange dice nuke on everything in this area with a backstab. Because I can do it against the thing that just attacked me, which is that. And they're all doomed. Oh, yeah. Kaboom, they're all horribly dead. But wait, there's more. Is there more? I think there is more. I think I...
Does your attack, does it?
No, it doesn't. Because it happened during an enemy's turn. In theory, they're 3 range away. I would have to burn... Fuck it, do it again. Here we go. 4... stamina cubes, full-on massive damage, death nuke, orange dice right at them in that square. Oh, yes! They're all so very, very dead. Oh, look at it. Look at the power. Which leaves us with this hollow who's just staring at the wall.
Mathis, you go get him. Do some work. Come on.
What the fuck happened? What? What? This no, just... Oh, Mathis, get him. All right.
He has to go first.
Yes, he moves towards you into poking distance. Get it.
It does nothing. Kill him.
Oh shit, he's not ranged. You're right. All right. All right. Here we go, boys. 1 black die plus 1.
It's
He
dead.
dies.
It's done. We just wrecked that room. All right, 10 souls. Finally, Rathus is probably getting an upgrade. All right, so the plan is we're going to go back, not rest, because we've burned like 2 heroic actions and that's it. We've still got our Estus and our reroll and Mathis' heroic action. We buy a bunch of stuff, get Mathis and everyone else tooled up, and then we run right to the fog gate, bearing in mind there's no respawn because we didn't rest. That means we don't move this, and we take on the mini-boss. Sound good?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
All right, back to the bonfire. Not resting. Ergo, not triggering it.
Spark though.
You don't change. We could. I mean, let's make our mind up after we've done with this.
I'm going to be upgrading for these 2 specifically, correct?
If that's what you want, should we pull a few things off the top first before we think about that?
If you'd like to. Let's do it.
No, we were on 8. Oh yeah, we had 1 soul spare. You're right. Yeah. So yeah, we're on 29. Okay. First one. A composite bow. That's quite nice. It's mostly assassin weapon, so I could use that. I think I don't have the ability to use no, because I've been sort of going for intelligence, so I could use it. I think I need. It's only, yeah, I need tier 2 dex and tier 1 strength, and it's good, but it's not incredible. So we'll put that aside for the moment. We were still thinking about that sorcerer's staff, weren't we?
Yes, because I only need 2 little upgrades to get that thing. Or 2 big upgrades.
I actually only need 1. I can get it. Yeah, because I have in tier 2 already. If I could go up to tier 3, I could use that thing. Oh no, I'm totally wrong. I need I need tier 1 strength, which is still doable. But
it's cheaper than it would cost for me to get it.
I think so, actually.
So I gotta do 2 tier 2, 3.
Yeah, I would have to do a tier 1 and a tier 3. That would be 10 souls total. Not a bad one. I mean, the thing is, I already kind of have a spell. It doesn't do quite the same thing, but it's close. All right, never mind, though. Let's keep going. So, yeah, that was the 1. We've only done 1. Deacon robes. All that faith. Yeah.
That sounds like a me thing.
It's 1 black dice, but it's 2 black dice for the magic and 1 roll and an upgrade slot, which isn't too shabby for you.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Knowing that planned upgrades anyway, I'll probably be wearing it.
Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. We should spread these cards out and like maybe put aside ones that you're looking at as potential upgrades. Like that Eastern Iron Shield I'm definitely looking at right now. The Shadow Armor. Maybe. That, and we've got these, so these are the upgrades. The Titanite Shard can go on anything that has an upgrade slot if it's a weapon. I'm going to assume my spell does not have an upgrade slot, and that'd be correct. So the Winged Spear should have an upgrade slot though, right?
The Sorcerer's Staff has 2 upgrade slots.
So the Winged Spear has 2 as well.
Winged Spear has 2 as well,
yeah. We can put Titanite on that maybe. That Northern Armor was that's crap. That was what you were wearing. And that ring is obviously 18 across the board.
Yeah, it's difficult to get
Who's closest to the 18 across the board?
I need 4 to get there.
Yeah, not even close for me. All right, let's pull another one.
Oh, I'm closest with 4, yeah.
Great Mace. That's faith and strength.
Ooh.
I ain't got no faith.
That's a kind of heraldy weapon, isn't it?
I will need. I'll need to go to tier 2 strength, but that's something I'm gonna need to do for almost anything anyway.
Yeah, if you go to tier 2 strength and faith, is there something else in that pile you can also have?
I just need to go up to a tier 1.
You'll get the Deacon robes.
You could get the Dragon Crest shield as well, right?
Oh yeah, I am gonna need to go to tier 2 faith as well. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Dragon Crest shield.
Yeah, so if you got so you could take the Dragon Crest shield and the mace if you went tier 2 strength and faith.
Yes.
Which would be 12 souls worth of upgrades. That's not bad. Yep. Do we let him have it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, take it.
All right, so let's go here. Take the souls.
Yep.
I'm gonna remove this.
I can need if I can get a weapon, I can put a crystal gem on it. my spell doesn't do that, but I already have the intelligence to roll with that one. So I'm thinking maybe if we pull a thiefy-like weapon, maybe.
Are you going to? Have you got enough for the deacon robes? You do. You have enough.
Yep,
for the
I
deacon
should be
robes.
enough for the deacon robes as well.
You want to wear them?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I don't know how much magic damage the gargoyle does, but hey,
I have no idea. Yeah.
it's probably good. I mean, it's got an upgrade slot in it, which is probably better than what you got. Okay, so anyway,
And I did grab the Dragon Crest shield too, so that'll help defensively.
yeah. Okay, so we're down at 14 souls. We spent 12 on you. Let's pull another. Hello, it's a rapier. That's probably very good for me. It has an upgrade slot. 21 dex, which I can absolutely reach on just a tier 1 dex upgrade. That's a really cheap one.
Oh, the Great Mace needs 2 hands.
Yes, it does. But
So
you
I can't carry the shield.
Well, no, you can carry it. You can switch out the start of your activation. You can carry it.
Okay. Gotcha. Don't want to go that then. So the start of activation, I can basically sheathe my shield and swing with my mace.
Yes.
All right.
So
We'll hang
you
on
can,
to it for
yeah, that backpack that your talisman's currently in, you can put it in there.
Gotcha. All right. Continue.
Cool. Can I spend 2 souls then so I can get that rapier? That seems like a bargain, right? I take my dex to tier 2. What's the rapier? Yeah, it's 21. Yep, so that's got a nice big 2 blue die stab on it. It even gives me a physical defense as well. And it's got an upgrade slot, which is why I'm thinking push me up to... Oh yeah, I already have 25 in, so I can put the crystal gem on it and gain an extra black dice. That's sick. I don't see a single reason not to do that. The S-stock is now useless, so I'm just gonna throw it over there. So my current weapon is that rapier with the crystal gem upgraded on it. So that thing's hitting like on a heavy attack for 2 blue and 1 black. Even the regular cheap attack is 2 black dice plus 1, which is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that's good.
I like it. We're down at 12. So is there anything amongst what we currently have that somebody's looking to upgrade for?
I am not.
Yeah,
No, I mean, Sorcerer's Staff, it's quite a big upgrade to get me to tier 3, though.
the Sorcerer's Staff is a very good upgrade. You still are running on a regular weapon. How much are you going to have to spend to equip that?
I need to get intelligence up from tier 1 to tier 3, but that's it.
It's tier 3.
If I bring my faith all the way up, I can get that healing spell.
No, those aren't in yet. Yeah,
Whoops,
ignore all those to the side. Those are the
off.
transposed. Once we kill the mini boss, those go into the deck along with the legendaries.
Those things come off the treasure pile. I don't
No,
understand.
they did not. So you need to get your int to tier 3, did you say, for the Sorcerer's Staff?
Yeah, because it's 50, 30.
That's 12. So that would spend the remainder of our souls to get you there.
Ooh.
It's pretty good, though. I mean, gear-wise, I'm feeling pretty good. Can I use that Eastern Iron? No. If I hit tier 2, I can use the Eastern Iron Shield. But really, that's not a big deal because I'm mostly relying on dodge. So, apparently with the rapier, I actually gave up a dodge, which is weird. I didn't expect that. Actually, no, I just never gained one. So I think I can stick with my starting armor and be okay. So that's all kind of all right. I mean, there is that shadow armor there, which I certainly would not say no to, but I would need a ludicrous amount of upgrades for that. Bear in mind, we're only at phase 1. Once we kill the mini-boss, we're into phase 2 of the game. We could still get this stuff. But there's also that great axe, Dan, isn't there?
I don't.
How is that?
Finish the Great Axe.
Where'd it go? It was in the pile, right? It's here. Yeah, it's all the way over here. And there's that east-west shield. Oh, can I use that? I could totally use the east-west shield, right? No, I'm 1 short because this game hates you.
We've done this before.
All right, we have, yeah. The great. What about that?
32 and 22. I'd need a 1 tier 2 upgrade and I think 2 tier 2.
You can't. what's... So that's 4 plus 6. That's 10. You could actually go with the Great Axe rather than the Sorcerer's Staff, and we'd still have 2 souls left. And we could pull 2 more treasures and quite likely get some stuff we can use. You want to go for that instead?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's a 2-hander, though.
Yeah, well, the stuff is a 2-hander as well. The Sorcerer's Staff is a 2-hander as well.
Yeah, so maybe take the Great Axe instead, because then we have 2 more pulls.
Cool, I'll get rid of my crappy battle axe. I'll put that in the thing. Oh, I know I need to do this. What was it? There's 2 of these. Well, 1 of them and then 2 of them.
Yep. Yep, so that takes down to... All right, so let's get 2 more pulls off the top and see if we can get something we can use. All right.
Sounds good to me.
And then there's that Titanite shard, by the way, that's sitting there we need to assign to somebody. What do we get? Night Slayer's ring. Hello. 30 strength. All you need. You absolutely can. Do you have a piece of armor that can take it? You do. Put it on the Firelink armor. That's all yours. After you make an attack that exceeds an enemy's block or resist value by 3, you gain a stamina. That's pretty nice. All right, 1 more off the top. Sunless armor.
13 faith, 13 strength, so I can easily... That's like beginner armor almost. Well, but it has 1 blue, 1 black?
Yeah, so the difference between it is there's less magic resist on it, there's more physical. We are going into the gargoyle fight. I don't think gargoyles are known for magical damage.
I mean, in the game, they have like 1 magic attack, which is like fire breath, but I don't know what they got in the board game. It might be worth it to wear that for now then.
Yeah, I don't know because I've never seen the gargoyle deck, but I think that is a better bet for you for this.
All right, we'll go sunless armor for this fight.
You do throw away a dodge roll, but you never use that anyway.
I've never had a dodge yet, so...
Yeah. Yes, we know you can't have a 2-hander and a shield at the same time. That's why it goes in the backpack. So the shield goes in the backpack for the time being. For you, Dan.
Backpack.
It's up the top. Up the top
so
there.
Mine. So wait, can I use my talisman out of the backpack?
No. You have to equip it.
Oh, shit.
It's fine. Like, you get to swap items in the activation, so that's not really a problem.
We'll do that for now.
Yeah. I'd keep a hold of your 1-hander, because if you're going into a fight, you probably want to go into the fight with the armor equipped.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll take massive hits. So take your 1-hander back. You can carry up to 3 things in the backpack.
There we go.
So again,
my shield and my talisman.
I would say when we walk through that fog gate, you want your dragon crest shield and your regular weapon equipped, not the great mace. The great mace does have block. It's just not as good as your dragon crest shield's block. So it does at least have the ability to do something. Okay, that was that the last thing?
Yeah, that was the last soul that we spent. We spent all 2.
Okay, so we still have this upgrade here that we have to think about.
Dibs.
The Titanite.
Win.
Okay.
Well, I've got the Night Slayer's ring. So if I do an attack by 3 or more, so if I'm hitting harder, I'm getting more stamina back, so I can hit harder.
I agree. I think that's a good bet. So why don't you take the Titanite shard then?
Cool.
And I don't think there's anything else we can use. I never upgraded my strength, so I can't take the composite bow. Nobody's 18 in all stats.
Nope.
That winged spear you can't use. Yep, I think that's it for all of that gear. So
let's do this fight. I'm excited. I want to see how this fight's gonna go.
All right, so this is where the boss happens. This is where things get a little bit interesting. Okay. Right, since we did not rest, we get to go straight there.
Yay!
This is where shit gets a little unpleasant. Okay, so we're in front of the fog gate, so I'm gonna get the manual out to make sure I don't screw this up. First things first, we need the gargoyle dial. This is gonna tell us how much HP the gargoyle has. The gargoyle card is around here somewhere. Where to put it? Up the top? Here it is. Alright. The gargoyle starts on 26 HP.
Oh, crap.
Yep. And it heats up at 12 damage. So it's got 3 phases, basically. Every 12 damage it takes, it adds a super attack to its deck. So we need to take the gargoyle's deck, which I think is in here. I am going to assume either this or this is actually the gargoyle model. Or is it actually, this is the treasure? No, what the hell is it? It's an attack, right? Oh, that's treasure. Okay, so, okay, that's not it. There should be a thing around here which gives us the gargoyle's attack deck. So I'm kind of looking around looking for it right now. It's somewhere on this board. Probably in this... Maybe it's hidden in... Is
it in his bag? Is the bag that was by the gargoyle?
The bag's got loot in it.
Oh, neat.
So... What's that? What do we... Yeah, that's gargoyle loot.
Yep.
That we somehow took out of it. So that needs to go back where it was. There's people taking loot out of the bag. Alright. Whack that back in there. What?
There's stuff on. Is there stuff underneath this rolling thing?
Rolling thing? What rolling thing is that?
Under the rolling things, is that stuff underneath them, or is that
Nope.
where we roll the dice?
Model.
Oh, I mean, I bloody well hope not. That's a terrible place to put it. It must be somewhere on this damn board. People could say it's in the bag, but that's not true. We've already looked in the bag.
Well, we can empty the bag and see if everything's in there. Right now it says 5 in the gargoyle. It's just fucking pull.
Well, the gargoyle has a set of 4 attacks, and then there's like 3 heat ups that I think can get added.
I found the mini.
Well, you found the miniature, okay, which is
and
good.
I found this thing.
Oh crap!
What thing are we looking at?
Oh, it said.
Oh, that's one of the attacks. Oh, that's the whole deck. The whole deck is just one thing. Okay, all right. So that's how it works. That's all treasure. That's loot. Put it back in the bag. Okay, so we have to separate this deck between regular attacks and heat up attacks, and then we've got to create the deck, randomize it, and then go with it. Okay, so that's a heat up attack. That's a heat up attack. That's a heat up attack. So that's the good stuff it can do. It doesn't start being able to do that. This is the regular attacks. So we make a deck of 5, then we take 4 of them. So shuffle it up a little bit. Okay, so this is its basic deck of attacks. We do not know what they are or what order it is until it does it. And then when it enrages, we add one of these special attacks to the deck and reshuffle the whole thing. So while it's not enraged, once we know the order of the attacks, it will replay them in that order.
Oh.
That's kind of important. Now, there's a couple of other things to bear in mind with bosses. Bosses are big, and they have 4 quadrants. You can see it on the base of the model. Most of their attacks hit multiple quadrants in front of them. So you're going to be having people on the same nodes hit, people all across the room hit. There's a range on most of them. But a lot of monsters also have weak points during certain attacks. If you get in its weak point quadrant and then hit it, it's going to do a little bit of extra damage, I believe. That's my understanding of it. So I have the whole boss thing open here. Otherwise, it kind of activates the same way enemies do. It does its thing, then one of us gets to attack it, then it does its next thing, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Pretty much as simple as that. It's just pattern-based attacks with arcs. The way it moves, because it's big and fat, is it moves in a direction without changing its facing regularly. It simply shifts forwards, backwards, left, and right. It doesn't rotate when it moves regularly. If there's a turn icon, it allows the boss to turn in place. If there's a rotate icon, it lets you do 180 degrees. And if there's a leap icon, it leaps directly to the target. You put it on the node where the target is located. A leap's target can be the model with the aggro token of the nearest character. There's no limit to how many nodes a boss may leap, so it can leap across the room. It doesn't change its facing. All leaps also have a push element. Now, the other thing to worry about when moving around a boss is that you sort of move around its arcs. You don't move quite the same way as fighting regular dudes. So bosses always face an adjacent node. So they can't, if I understand it, they can't really be in a corner facing the wall. For a model to directly face a node, the center of the model's front arc must line up with the center of that node. That splits the tile into 4 areas defined by 4 arcs of attack of the boss. Each node on the tile is in at least one of the 4 arcs. Nodes along the lines between arcs are in both arcs, which is generally not a good thing. When characters are on the same node as a boss, they're placed in one of the 4 arcs. When a character moves onto the same node as a boss, the character must remain in the arc they were before moving. So you can't move from its front arc to its back simply by moving onto its node. If a character was in 2 arcs, you can choose. Place the character touching the boss's base within that arc. Similarly, when a character moves off the boss or is pushed, the character remains again in the same arc. When a character on a boss's node would move one node as part of a walk or run, they can instead choose to move around the boss to an adjacent arc. So if you want to get behind it, that's the way to do it. Some boss attacks affect multiple nodes within an arc or leave a boss vulnerable in one or more arcs. If the character is attacking a weak arc, you gain an additional black dice. That's pretty much it. That's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
I may need a refresher, but I think I got it.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll kind of remind you, and I'll remind myself as we go. So we are now fighting the gargoyle. I think Dan should go in first. I don't know.
Yeah, I vote Dan. Dan, you're in. Have fun.
I'm already in.
Yeah. Also, apparently we get to reveal one random card for the boss behavior deck for each gravestone tile on a face-up encounter card. I believe there were actually 2 of those. We missed putting one of them in there. So I think we get to know what the first 2 attacks are because somebody has already been there and checked for us. Ha ha ha. Okay.
Thank you.
So we get to see the first, it's random. So...
For some reason, they were kind enough to engrave it on their tombstone.
Yeah, but I don't think we get to know the order. It's kind of a bit of a weird one. I actually don't care about this mechanic. Fuck it. It's weird. Let's just go blind. It's more fun. All right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm going first. I'm way less fine than that.
I'm trying to... This rulebook is really badly designed.
Mathis isn't even looking at the boss.
Probably not.
That's the smart thing to do.
It's a gargoyle, not Medusa.
Yeah, but I don't want to look at my death when it's on its way.
I'm just trying to find the evidence in the book of that rule. It's not even in the right place. They put random stuff everywhere, which is kind of annoying. They're not well organized.
Chad has like $1 million riding on Dan dying first.
Yeah. We're going with face down. I can't find that rule, so we're just gonna go with it. Okay. The boss starts on the boss square. Nobody is surprised. If we zoom in on the base, you see these 4 arcs in the base? That's really damn important. Because all of these attacks are going to kind of work in that way. All right, the boss goes first. He starts on 20... It was 26, right? Yeah, he's on 26 health right now. If you look at him, he's pretty good at resisting physical attacks, but he's not so good at resisting my magical nuking abilities. So maybe we can do something with that. We're all geared up, ready to go. Let's unveil the first boss move. It is a sweeping strike. Firstly, it moves forward 1 square. Bomb. Now, it attacks everything in every square in every quadrant except behind it. I think.
Yep, that's what it looks like. 3
That's
green
exactly
and a red.
what it means. Okay, so it's gonna...
What's the range?
It's a range of 1. So it does hit everybody. Yep. Everybody gets hit by this. To dodge it, it's just a 1 die. So guess what I'm going to be doing?
You guys were 2 away from it.
Are we? I don't think we are. Where it is right now, because that's 1, and then...
2.
You're actually completely right. So only Dan gets hit in the face.
Oh my god.
It's only a 5... It's a 5 damage hit. There's no repeat on it, right? No. Yeah, just a 5 damage hit. That's easy. That's an easy start. You're fine with that.
Easy.
Tank
a
it.
blue die.
I hope you...
don't have...
You went in there equipped with the great axe, Dan. You didn't equip your armor.
These are things that should have come up.
You know,
earlier.
actually, no. Hang on.
Keep talking.
This is good. This is good. Actually, the great axe provides more armor than that shield did. You get 2 blue dice. 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the great axe has 1 blue damage resist. Roll it. Roll it.
Okay, here we go. 4.
You only take 1. You only take 1.
Not bad.
All right, that's
Now,
it. No
your
problem.
turn to dole out some punishment.
Do something to it. It's weak points behind it. I mean, you could get there, but you'd have to like move once and then run twice to get around it. So, hit in the face.
I'm gonna hit it in the face. How much am I throwing at it right now? How much stamina do I want to use?
That's a
I'd
good
say
question.
Not a lot.
I mean, I go with 3 stamina and hit it for 2 orange. That's massive damage.
That's true.
That only takes you to 4 on your bar. I mean, you might. Bear in mind, you're standing right next to our herald, who can give you stamina back with his talisman.
Okay, I'm gonna go for 3 and hit it with 2 orange.
Yep, the 2-hander block's better than the shitty starter shield. That's just how it works. It's a better weapon, a way better weapon. 2 orange dice. That's potentially.
And I get.
You're gonna get extra, remember?
Well.
Yeah, you get your Titanite shard, and you gain 1 of the stamina back if you do this. If you hit it for more than 3. Oh, look at this. You hit it for 6. Titanite shard, 6 damage.
So 1 of them goes back.
Actually, do you? Oh, wait, it's armor resistance. You actually only hit it for 4. It's got 2 armor.
That's still more than 3.
It's still pretty damn good. So you get your 1 stamina back. So it was on 26. It's now on 22.
Nice.
Nice big hit. Oh, also you're right in front of it. Look at that. That's definitely not threatening at all, is it? All right. Okay, the gargoyle will now, and this order is important, so we're going to kind of put this stuff on the side here. I'm going to keep it here, because it has to stay in the right order. These really shouldn't be here. There we go. It then does a halberd thrust.
Ooh.
It swings to its left. No, wait.
Nope,
what?
that's its weak point. It's gonna hit the. It's got a range of 1. It's gonna hit the currently aggro player, which actually is me. Yep. So I got the aggro token now. It's gonna hit me if it's in range of me. For also this. Flying high doesn't matter right now, but halberd thrust on the currently aggro. No, wait, I'm an idiot. 1, it moves towards the currently aggroed player and then shoves them. Which would be me. So it's going here. It's not in range to shove me. It doesn't matter. The orientation doesn't change. It stays in the current arc. It now tries to swing at me for 6. Which is... I'm just dodging it. Yeah, I'm going to dodge it.
Good plan.
Yep. And then hit it with probably my rapier or something. Yeah. All right.
Please.
Yep, I dodge it.
Ooh, well done.
Yep, we're good. I'm going to roll right here, straight in front of it, and then I'm going to attack it with my rapier. So I think I'm going to go for the full-on attack with that, which is 2 blue dice, and then, of course, I do have my crystal gem, so an additional black dice. So 2 blue dice and a black dice. That's pretty good.
That sounds pretty good to me.
I'm liking it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is so much. Okay, so that's 6 minus 4 is 4.
6 minus 4 is 4.
I'm so dumb. 6 minus 2 is 4.
The result was there, but you've clearly stolen that answer from the...
It's down to 18. We have...
18's pretty good.
Yeah, so it hasn't done 12 damage yet, but probably on the next big hit it takes, it's going to heat up, and then it's going to do things. It's gonna take to the sky, and we're gonna have to spend an additional stamina to hit it, and secondly, it's gonna add a super attack. All right, so far so good on this mini boss. Not too bad. All right, next attack. It's gonna do a tail whip. So firstly, it attacks before it moves. It's going to whip it good on anything to the back and to the right of it. By the looks of it. Yep. And hits anything on those nodes. Actually, wait a minute. Front. Wait, yes. So that's the front of it, yeah. So for some... that's weird.
It doesn't hit the front. It's just because we have it facing, I think, to the right.
Yeah, according to this, though, the tail whip hits the front and to the right of it, which is a bit odd. I guess it just kind of whips its tail in front of it.
Wait, what?
No. Yeah, because this is always aligned the same way, right? So, yeah, the weak point is to the left. It hits the front and the right of it with a tail whip for some reason. Yep,
Well,
that's
the
correct.
sweeping stripe did everything in front of it except for behind, right?
No, to the right.
Are you doing it because these cards are wonky? The thing's not the same direction as the cards.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that if we were to rotate the figure like this, then it would make more sense as to like.
Wait. This makes more sense. Have the cards like that way
do it
around.
like that. Because yeah.
Well, no, you can't rotate the figure. The figure
No,
has
I was
to
just
stand
trying
where
to
it
align
is.
it to the card so it made more sense in my mind. But yeah, rotating the cards makes more sense.
Does it? All right.
Yes, it's the back and the
Because
right.
the sweeping strike did hit in the front, to the left, and to the right, leaving the back.
How does
open.
that make any sense at all?
So the tail whip is going to hit from the back into the right, and that's it. Back and right. That's what the tail whip is hitting.
How?
Because that's what the green markers say on the card.
But
The green says back right.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, you're totally right. I see where you're coming from. Yeah, like, I mean, I kind of do, but it's.
You taught us this game.
I really don't see where it's coming from because it should be the direction the boss is facing is what determines where it's hitting. But how is that those arcs relative to where it's facing?
I assume that the top one is forwards.
Okay, and you're actually right, yeah. So its weak point is in front of it. It's hitting to the right and behind it.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what we're playing.
Yeah. And the black is just normal boss arc, not attack arc. Okay. So yeah, that's where it's hitting. It's hitting for 4. It's going to hit anything on any node there, which is just...
Nothing's there.
Nothing? Nothing at all?
Are you there? Or the warrior? Is Dan considered in the back right now?
Zoom in on the model and see if he's in the arc. Yes, he is. Yeah, Dan's behind. He's the only one that's going to get hit. It's not a terrible attack. It's only 4.
No,
I think you just tank that. Yeah.
I can tank it, yeah.
Yeah, I wish you just had an arrow pointing on it. That would make it easier to
There's
indicate.
a lot of little things I'm realizing this game could do to make things
Yeah,
more
a little
clear.
bit more explanation.
Rolling for 2. Or 2 blues. Rolling for 4.
Hey!
Nothing.
5. No damage.
It sucks. Okay. Mathis, what do you want to do to it?
Gotcha. Well, I think I'm gonna try, and I get 1 free movement.
Yep, and you can also swap a weapon out here, so you could get that great mace out if you wish, but you do have to be in melee range of the thing. So you would have to, you could run up. Wait, can you get its weak spot?
If I burnt stamina to get to it, I think I could.
You'd only have to burn 1 to get there.
It's weak spot, it's front.
Is its front?
If we're on the line of the thing, does that count as you
Yes.
being in both of those arcs?
Yes, it
Well,
does.
actually, if the front is its weak point right now,
You just move 1
then I just
there.
go 1 and
Yeah,
then.
now
Oh,
you're at its weak
hang on.
spot.
Boss needs to move. Boss hasn't moved yet. Sorry.
Okay.
Boss moves back 1 from the current aggroed player. So it's actually now here.
Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, so much for that idea then.
Okay, so I could, if I wanted to hit it, I would have to burn, what, 1 stamina to get to here?
That's 2 to get there.
2 stamina to get to here, rather?
Yeah.
And then I could poke it with my spear from a distance.
You could. And you could keep your shield up, so if they decides to whack you, you'll probably be alright.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's give it a shot. But then no, because my spear is so garbage, I'd have to burn more stamina to even friggin' hit the thing, wouldn't I?
Hang on. You use 2 stamina for that, isn't it? 1 stamina because you get 1 free move.
I think you might be right. Just double checking that.
Sweet.
How much armor does this thing have?
Only 2.
What I need...
2 little armor.
So I would
Only
need
1
to
max
roll a 3 to hit it then.
You know, the nice thing about poking it is that you probably won't trigger the next heat up phase, and then if Dan just unloads in its face,
Yeah, baby.
You can take it down a ton before we put a good move in.
I would have to put myself up to 4 stamina alone just to get a chance at doing damage, though.
In that case, maybe just move towards it and get ready to pounce on it when you can.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do.
You could do your talisman thing. Remember, you've still got your talisman. You could get that out and wave it around a little bit if you want.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna swap my talisman for my spear right now.
Yeah, and maybe
keep my talisman out.
Give
and then,
somebody some stamina back.
All characters within range. What's the range of this talisman here? Where's range?
What do you think? Let's have a look.
I put on my.
It's got 2 range.
Oh, that's what the top
left.
is, okay.
Yeah. So
all characters within range would gain 2 stamina back, or 1 stamina rather, and that would be both of you.
Did I really only use 1 stamina? No, I used more than that. So I'm actually I've used 4 stamina and Dan's used that as well.
I will absolutely just move 1 space, switch to my talisman, and give everybody 1 stamina back.
Okay, just the 1. All right, that's better than nothing. I'll take it. Yep, sure.
I'll take it too. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good sport action. I like it. Okay, and that also means you have your shield out for when we invariably get murdered this turn. Okay, so this is its last attack. It's going to rotate now, and it'll do it in the same order. So we now know the attack pattern until it goes to phase 2, when it'll switch up. So aggro is now on Dan. So if you can move that. Its last attack is another tail sweep. Oh, it's a tail sweep, not a tail whip.
Okay.
It moves first.
It does. Weirdly enough, according to this tail sweep actually hits the thing in front of it and to the left.
So I'm assuming what it does is like a spin around.
Yes, so it's kind of spinning around. So we now know what it can do, which right now is not very threatening. Obviously, the stuff then the heat up's going to be a bit nasty, but okay, so it moves forward 1 and it shoves. So this is kind of relevant. It's going to shove me. It moves forward to the closest, which would be me. That means it's going to shove me. I'm going to be shoved here. It's then going to do its tail thingy. So that's what, to the front and to the left.
What's the range?
1. So it hits you and it hits me as well.
Okay. It hits all of us.
You are totally right. Yep, you are within the arc, so it's hitting everybody. It's and it's a nasty one for dodging too. I've got to roll 2 to get out of the way. But I don't think my armor is not up to taking a full-on. I mean, it's only 4 damage.
I rolled 2 blue, so I'm just gonna tank.
You'll be fine. I'm thinking 50. You know what? I might just take the hit.
I'm gonna take 2 out of that.
I'm rolling my blues.
I'll roll my blacks on it and take the hits.
Nothing.
Lovely.
Yeah, I've already used my backstab. I can't do that again. Oh, yes, only 2. I'm fine with that. All right. Dan, send it into phase 2. Whack it as hard as you can.
Are you in its weak spot?
Yes, because I'm in both places.
Yep.
So what does the weak spot do? How much more damage is that doing?
An additional black die if you're in its weak spot. Nice. So you get behind it, which makes you move 1, which is free. Just hit it with the biggest, scariest fucking thing you've got. You take 2 stamina off because it's your turn, which you've already done. But nope. Maybe you already do it.
Yeah, the Night Slayer took 1 away.
Oh, of course, yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah,
so it just left me. I'm feeling refreshed.
Yeah, just murder it. Hit it with the biggest, nastiest thing you got. So that's probably
get
2 orange dice and additional black because you're in the weak spot.
Yes.
Just murder it.
Do it. Murder it.
I'm gonna roll 3 zeros.
People are claiming the boss turns before moving. I don't see any evidence of that.
Well, tough. Whee!
Oh, I think, it does turn because it has to face a node. So, yeah, it would turn towards me, I think.
Wait, crap, am I still in this weak spot?
Yeah, you totally are.
Sweet. What'd I roll? Oh, terrible. 5. Plus my 1.
Plus 1, 6. So you hit it for another 4. All right, so you've sent it into phase 2.
And I lose an endurance because of the Night Slayer's ring.
Yep, which is lovely. So it now has 14 HP remaining. Okay, so it hits phase 2. We take 1 super attack. I don't think we get to see it. And we mix it in, and now the boss encounter is randomized again. So, yeah, we have no idea what this is. Put it together, flip it over, put together this wonky-ass deck of... increase the lift height a little bit to make sure that doesn't work. There we go. Okay, this is the new boss deck. There is one nastier attack in there than there was before. Well, now we have no idea what order things go in. Okay, aggro moves to the next player. That would be me. Let's see what it does now. It's oh god, we got the super attack immediately. Okay. Okay.
A swooping cleave.
Yep, a swooping cleave. So first things first, it's gonna move 2 and it's gonna shove. It's basically gonna move right onto my head. And I'd love to say it shoves me, but it wouldn't because I'm in the corner. I can't really be shoved. So
can I be shoved to the sides?
Possibly.
It just says adjacent.
Yeah, I think you might be right. This is gonna hit. It's gonna be like for 6. It's not even a nasty one. I think we've got this down. We may have overgeared for this actually.
No such thing as overgearing in Dark Souls.
Nah,
Nope.
totally right.
One bad dice roll and you go down.
As we saw very early on.
Yeah, room 1, encounter 1.
That put the fear in us, I think, and then we learned from there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it pushes me. So it's gonna shove me. I get to choose. It doesn't matter. It's, whatever it is gonna hit me. Just I won't move onto a square you are currently on.
Yeah.
So I think it puts me here. It clearly has the range. I think it can hit pretty much anything. Yeah.
What's the range on this attack? 1?
1.
Oh, I'm safe. Sweet.
I'm not, because I'm here.
Since it's right in the corner now, it does have to turn, so it would have to turn towards me. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so it's swinging at me for 6. I need 2 on the dodge. I'm gonna have to try and dodge this.
If you miss it, you die. So here we go.
Nope, I don't, because I took 2 stamina off at the start of the turn.
Okay, there you go.
So I don't, but it's gonna hurt like a bastard. I've got my Estus. I'm not worried. I'll take it. If I go up to 9, I'll just down my Estus.
Cool.
So
Good luck.
we're all good. Just need two rolls.
All right.
Is it an AoE attack or just a targeted attack?
Hey! I dodged it anyway. I think it's targeted because there's no green arcs on it.
No green arcs, but there's like a little dot. Isn't that AoE? Oh, that means everything.
Only same
node.
node. Same node, doesn't
Gotcha,
matter.
gotcha.
So I'm pretty sure I'm right here.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yeah, it just does nothing. So I'm good, and I get to roll, and I'm gonna roll right back up in its face.
Hell yes.
And hit it with the biggest possible, nastiest thing I can hit it with, which will be my 3 stamina rapier attack, I think.
Nice.
I'm thinking, yeah, that's the best I can do. So, okay, cool, sounds good. Add the 3 stamina on. So, 2 blue dice and the additional black dice is what I'm rolling here.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have to spend additional stamina to hit it because it's now flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn.
Well, you see, this is what I'm kind of relying on you, Mathis, to give me a nice little stamina. Yeah, nice little pick me up if you don't mind.
I can do that on my turn. I can dump your stamina pretty well.
Yeah, this will do more damage than my magic attack. So I'm just rolling up this. 2, 3, 4. -2, so I hit it for 2. Best I can do, I'm afraid.
12?
Takes it down to 12, yep.
What's that little thing next to 12 mean?
Bow. It's a heat up indicator. Oh, does it only heat up at 12? Oh, I thought it heat up every 12.
When you lost 12.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh,
all right.
Oh well.
That's fine. It's unimportant at this point. Okay. Yeah, it just made it slightly harder for us, but that's not really a big deal, is it? All right.
Easy peasy.
Mathis.
All right, please don't.
Right, we've already eaten its best attack, so it's probably not going to.
Serving your purpose, protecting your healer.
Sweeping strike, everything except behind it. First things first.
Forward one.
It does.
Okay. So that's unfortunate.
So here.
Yeah.
So it's just run right past me. But it is hitting. Yeah, I'm actually behind it, which means I don't get hit.
Me and Dan take it.
You and Dan do. And, yeah, 5.
5.
5 physical.
I take 1. That's
Okay.
great.
I take... Oh...
9.
Nothing!
Wow.
Yep. Great. Okay.
Cool.
Wow.
Dan gets to do some. You get to do something too. Yeah. I wouldn't mind it if you could you maybe.
So I can move for free, right?
Yes. Move
So I
one
might
for
do
free.
This, and you're still in range. Or no, you're not in range. You're 2. I have to be 2 away.
No, you don't have to be 2 away. It's anything within that range, isn't
Yes, it's not limited. So I'm in range of you.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'm gonna burn. I'll take 3 and then heal you for what is it?
6. Yep.
Yeah, 1 character gains 6 stamina.
Yep, and that's all my stamina. So that puts me right back at only 2 damage, which is
Now,
perfect.
can I move after that, or do I have to move first?
Can if you want. It doesn't matter which order.
I just want to kind of try and stay away as best I
plan.
can.
Yeah, if you want to move back 1, yeah, that's totally fine. Okay.
And then that'll be it.
All right. Aggro is now on Dan. The next attack will be
Something nice.
Halberd Thrust. So it's going to move forward 1, and it's going to push if it gets into range or anything, which it doesn't. It still has to be facing an adjacent node. So it would move forward. It's moving towards the nearest character. So it would have to, what, move here and then face Mathis, I think?
If it moved to the one diagonal, it would be facing me still, wouldn't it? Isn't that considered forward?
Yeah,
Right
it's
here?
basically the boss has to be facing a node. So if we moved it into the corner, it would have to turn. And it
Gotcha.
would turn towards the nearest node, which would be you.
Yep. I mean, either way, it's gonna have to face me. I got that.
Yeah, so this probably makes the most sense. You would still be in its... yeah, so... Yeah, it's here, I think. I think that's right.
And it's gonna hit everything except for on its left.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's
I'm
just
on
gonna
its
hit...
left and not on its left. Does that mean it's going to
It doesn't matter. It's not an AoE attack.
It's
If
just
it
swinging
was...
at me.
Yeah, green area means everything in those arcs is only hitting the aggroed player, which is Mathis. So it's a full-on 6. So you've got you can put 2 blues against that.
Yep.
That's
what
not
I'm gonna
bad.
do. Please, 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 please.
Not too.
Yeah, there you go. Only 2.
Alright,
That's great.
good.
It did move towards the aggro player. Oh wait, is Dan the aggro player?
I'm the aggro player.
Oh, did the aggro player switch?
And this is still correct, I believe, because it can't just do a full 180 unless the card says so. So I think what it just did is actually the best movement it could do towards the aggro player without just simply turning. It's not allowed to flip 180 degrees on unless there's an indicator on it that says it can. So I think what it just did is correct. Yes.
Cool.
That's the closest it could get to you. If it moved to the corner, it would be further away from you. So, yeah, that was accurate. That's how boss behavior works. It doesn't just bounce around like a, jackass. It moves sort of as a big lumbering thing. So, yeah, it is correct.
That's fine. I'm up. I'm still good. I
Am
can't
I
take
on
another
its-
attack, really, but,
Well-
It's my turn to thwack it, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
And I'm in its weak spot, right?
I think you are.
Hit it. Hit
Yep.
it.
You're
So I
to
get
the
an
left.
extra black dice.
You absolutely do. So, yeah, if you spend 1, you'll have to spend 2 stamina to attack it total. So, 1 to get in range.
I've put 2 stamina away because it's the end of my turn. Start my turn.
Yep.
Boop, and then I spent 3 to get the 2 orange.
Yep.
To
Did
really
you
sweat it.
spend your extra stamina to attack it because it's flying now?
Yes. I have now. Yeah, right. Yeah. Ooh,
How much damage you do?
Oh, that was so close to a lot.
3, 4, 5.
+1.
+1 for my Tana shard. 6.
-2 for the armor, so 4.
And then I get a little bit of thingy taken away.
And you're over here, right?
Night Slayer.
When does it stop flying? Ever?
Nope. It's just going to fly for the rest of the encounter now.
That makes sense.
All right, so we were on 12. We're now down to 8. So, it's got this thing.
Ooh.
Unless it gets really lucky and destroys us. Bear in
It just
mind,
seems to hit me once and I'm down. And
Yeah,
that's
you
it.
need to Estus like yesterday.
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe
problem
that's
is you can
just on
only
my
ask
turn.
this on your character activation, which is not for a little bit. So here's hoping it goes after me and not you. Jesus, I had no idea you'd take as much damage as he had. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, you do still have your reroll. You also still have your heroic action.
Yeah, but that's just stamina.
Yeah, it's not brilliant.
When can I use stamina on my activation?
Yeah, it's got to be on your turn.
Yep.
I think.
All right, let's see what it does.
Yep. All right. Aggro's on me, so I mean I could stab the shit out of it, but tail whip. That's good news for Mathis.
And right, and it's and I'm in its weak spot, and I'm ignored.
Yep, that's good news for Mathis. It's good news for Dan. Only after the attack this time, not before.
Okay.
So this is good news for everybody. I actually don't. It's not even in range of me. I think it misses completely. Yeah,
it looks like it doesn't hit anybody.
Yeah, I'm 2 away from it. It can't hit me. So it does move backwards 1. So again, can't turn away 360. Moving towards the currently aggro player. What it would do would be move here, and it would change its arc. I think it could turn. Yeah, I think it would turn there. The boss movement is a little confusing in this game, I will admit. I think that's what it does, though.
Wonky.
Yeah, it's because they don't turn like regular enemies don't have arcs, so they don't turn, so they're much easier to move. I think that's what it does. Okay.
Fine to me.
I guess I'm going for it, aren't I? All right.
Yep.
I'm good on stamina. I could switch out of magic and just hit it from here.
Really? Yeah, fucking nuke it.
What's its magic defense?
Only one.
Might as well try and nuke it.
I mean, I could. The thing is, the rapier is 2 blue dice plus 1 black. The best attack I could do on Soulstream is 1 orange, which actually isn't that great. It's inefficient. I'd use more stamina, and there's actually a greater chance of getting less because it's only 1 dice. So the rapier is still the better bet. I do have to get into melee range for that, but that's not really a problem. So I use the 1-2, get right up in its face.
Yep, which is currently its weak spot as well.
Is it currently its weak spot? Even better. Lovely.
So you get 2 cards. 2
yep.
black dice.
Spend the extra, then spend 3 to do my full-on attack. This is where it turns around next turn, just kills me outright.
Yeah, because I can't drain you next turn.
That's true.
I'm thinking I Estus directly after this attack.
Yeah, if that's something you can do, that's
I can totally do it.
Then yeah, I'd say it's probably the smartest move.
Yep. Okay. So I'm throwing 2 blues and 2 blacks at it.
This is gonna hurt it.
Yeah, this might kill it.
Let's hope.
8 damage, 8 damage, 8 damage, 8 damage, 8 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 2 is 4. Okay, 4 damage to it. I'm gonna Estus immediately afterwards, which wipes out all my health and stamina.
Good.
Not too bad. It's almost dead. What's it
Yay.
on? What's it on? 8? 4.
Down to just 4.
All right, it's Mathis's aggro. I think.
Here we go.
All right, so its last attack is a tail sweep,
which is directly in front and to the left.
Yep. So it's going to hit me, and it's going to hit Dan. It's not going to hit you.
Does
I think.
It move after?
No, it's also going to hit you as well. You're just inside the arc. It's going to hit all of us.
All right.
It's only a 4 damage, but it moves first. This is actually going to screw it up completely. And it moves towards the nearest player with a push. I think it just runs straight forward, doesn't it? Yeah. I think it just runs straight forward. Oh yeah, does it just not move because I'm there? I guess it would, right? Because nearest player, if it's in melee range, I'm already there. So it would stay on me. Yes?
Unless moving is like not optional, it has to move.
Oh, boss movement isn't optional even if I am already the closest player.
It says it still moves even if you are there, is what chat's saying.
Okay.
I think it pushes you with it and whacks you.
Does it push
Or
me?
it jumps over you or something, I don't know.
It moves and pushes what people are saying.
That makes the most logical sense.
Yeah, it would just kind of push you forward as it moves forward as well. And I would assume it would keep you kind of directly in melee with it.
That would also make the most sense if it's a push, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
It would go like this, and then it would do
that. Sounds a sensible thing to do. Okay, so it's just pushing me, and then the attack is hitting, as you said, in front of it. So it's hitting me. It's hitting Mathis. It's no longer hitting Dan, I don't think. Oh, no.
It's not hitting Mathis. It's hitting me.
You're right. Yeah, so it's not hitting Mads, it's hitting the two of us. How dodgeable is that?
Survive! Hooray!
Have faith.
I'll go for the dodge roll, I guess.
I'm going for my 2 blue.
I need 2. I don't get 2, so I'm taking the full 4 damage.
I take no damage.
Nice.
Not bad though. 4 ain't too bad when you're like have a clean slate like that.
Yeah, that's okay. I think I can deal with that. Okay. And we also know the order of attack now. The first being a swooping cleave on the nearest. Oh, it's fucking me. Damn it. Oh god, I just made a giant mistake. Yeah, that I should not have done that. We know that it goes back to its most powerful attack now, and it's going to be me. Shit.
Can you dodge it?
I can try. It's a 2 dodge attack.
How much damage does it do if it hits?
6. It would kill me.
6.
I still have my reroll. I could reroll 1 dodge.
Okay.
Statistic.
How much health does it have right now?
It's on.
4.
Is on 4.
Just
yeah.
4.
You can't kill it this turn.
Well, why don't I?
Dan
what if I
could
try to
though.
use my mace.
Oh, switch to your mace and just batter
just
it.
Fucking run in and try and batter the thing.
I like that idea. You might be able to finish it up before it murders me.
Can you use your Estus first?
I'm gonna use my Estus first. Switch to my mace, dual hand it, and then go.
All right. Okay, do it. So
Okay.
there's your Estus.
So I'm gonna
Wipe
delete the
your-
Estus.
yeah.
How do I flip it? What's the key?
F. F is for flip.
Makes sense. And then we're gonna put the talisman away. I'm going in ham.
Yep. Yeah. That means you get rid of shield as well.
Yeah.
Giant, great mace.
And then I have to run in 1 free move and then a second move, so I have to burn 1. Oh, well.
Just fell on your face. Are you in a
There we
weak
go.
spot? No, it has no weak spot. No, we're not at that move yet. So, yeah, you're in its weak point. You get an additional
All right.
black die. Yeah, it's tail sweep. Right behind it is its weak
burn
point.
1 there. All right, so I'm swinging. I'm gonna burn 3.
Did you
just to
burn
do
your
the-
extra for it flying?
I will do that right now.
You just
I'm
need to deal
loading
4.
up.
You just need to deal 4.
So I'm rolling 2 blue, 1 black, and then an additional +1.
And another black. Right?
For what?
No, ignore me. No, you only get 1 black. You're right. Totally. Sorry, I thought you had an upgrade. You don't.
Please. This is
Just
it.
kill
The
it.
Heroic
We need
charge.
You need to do
6.
6. You gotta do 6 total. That's
Oh,
3.
yeah!
It's dead. It's gone. It's dead.
Oh, the charge in. Just put my shield away and my
There you go.
spear away. Running, screaming.
It's dead.
And I had a reroll if things went bad. True.
Now we loot it, I believe.
Yay!
How much loot do we get from it? Ending a boss encounter. Place that boss's treasure card in the inventory. All of them. We get everything that was in the bag.
So there's 3 in the bag still. That's where they are.
Yep, everything left in the bag is ours.
Woohoo! What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
All right, what do we get? Let's find out. Okay. First boss treasure card is the Gargoyle Shield. Oh my god, that's good for magic resistance. Look at that beast. 25 in, 25 faith. Pretty good.
Beautiful.
Kind of within my reach, actually. And I'll see how many souls we got for it in a minute. A gargoyle tail axe. Look at that thing.
That has to go to Dan.
What a
I've
beast.
got the stats for that already, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I can get that straight on me.
3 blue, slap an upgrade on that thing. AoE. Yeah. And the final item,
I want the helmet to show up. Oh.
Gargoyle Halberd. You can use this. Oh my god. That's 2 orange...
25 strength, 25 faith? Holy crap.
2 orange dice. on a
Yeah, I
4
can use
attack.
that right now. Holy crap.
Nice.
I'll
Nah.
replace the 2-hander I got.
Yeah, that shield might be well within my reach, actually.
It looks like we each possibly got something out of this.
Yeah, if, oh, is that 25 faith? Oh, god, it's a tier 3 for me. Yeah, I've got the in for it, but I don't have the faith. It would be 2, 4, 8. It would be 12. No. Yes. Yes, it would be 12 to get me to that. Not ideal. I think it's...
So,
yeah,
why don't we roll our characters back to,
tricky. Yeah, so everything sort of resets, and this is like, now it's the phase 2 with the main boss where everything gets super harder, but there's some additional items that we can get, which we may, bearing in mind the time, maybe save this and come back to this another day to do
I'm
phase
down
2.
to come back as long as we do actually come back. I want to see what happens next.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we're at about 9:30. We're about halfway through the game. It's a good time to sort of save it and wrap it up because we've been on for almost 4 hours. The amount of souls that we get from killing the gargoyle is finding out.
3.
Probably. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if that were true.
I just realized that great axe that we just got is really crap.
The great axe sucks?
The gargoyle axe, it gives you... the first thing is 2 blue dice for 1. I currently have 2 blue dice for 0 stamina.
Okay, yeah, but, I mean, 3 blue dice and an AoE for 4 is not bad.
I get 2 and an AoE for 3. And I get 2 orange dice for 3 already.
You can get 2 orange dice for 3?
Yep.
Okay, maybe it isn't that good then.
This is all a complete waste of time.
Halberd's really nice. Halberd's good.
Don't touch my halberd.
The shield's good as well. It's just, it's a really awkward stat set that we can't really deal with. We only get 4 souls for killing that thing. Because
No, it's like
we got him on that.
if I looked at the card and it was like
4 souls.
3, it's 3 small souls and 1 of the medium souls. I don't know what that's worth, though.
That's only the encounter levels. I wonder if that does match up to some stuff though. I think it still might be 4 though. Might be 6. I'm just looking at the rule book.
4 souls? No way. That doesn't make any sense.
That would suck. That would be really rough. Where is this data? This rulebook is organized so poorly.
Someone's saying in chat, it's 1 soul per player per spark left.
Oh. So we would get 3
sparks left.
Which is 1. We get 3.
6.
No. Do we have 2 sparks? I thought we only had 1
I
spark.
think it changed. I think somebody changed it and rolled it.
I think one way or the other we got screwed.
We did reset the sec. We died, we reset, so we lost 2. We never bought another spark.
Yeah,
Right.
so we actually do get 3. That is awful.
But we got some sweet loot.
Well, a piece of sweet loot.
Yeah. We got a nice shield.
Sweet loot.
Shield would be lovely for someone that could actually use it. Which is none of us right now.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun, though.
Did we kill the boss? Come on.
Yeah. And the second phase of the game are these rooms again, but we take either Dancer of the Boreal Valley or Ornstein and Smaug, which would give us 1 tier 2 and 3 tier 3, or 2 tier 2 and 2 tier 3 encounters.
The idea of fighting Ornstein and Smough terrifies the shit out of me.
Yeah. That was only the
I had
mini
an easier
boss.
time with Dancer of the Boreal Valley, like in the video game, than I did with the Ornstein and Smough.
Yeah. Unpredictable onslaught. After a heat-up behavior is drawn and resolved, shuffle the dancer's behavior deck. It's got 34 health, relatively well armored. Ornstein and Smough would probably be a harder fight because you got to fight them both, and it's.
And just when one dies, the other one gets more powerful, like in the game. So
kill Ornstein, Smough gets 15 health, and Smough's heat-up cards become the new behavior deck. The whole thing. So you would get 3 ultimate attacks, and if Smough dies, Ornstein gains 10 health, and Ornstein's heat-up cards become the new behavior deck. That's horrendous.
Yeah.
They both
Just
activate
like in the
as
video
well.
game, they're horrifying.
That is absolutely horrendous.
But as a Dark Souls player who loved all the games, I actually really like the board game. I think there's some obvious like polishing that's needed and some like just the finer things, like having lines connecting the circles.
Yeah, do that, because that is not so obvious. The way the boss moves is really clunky. I understand the concept of it, but determining where it's going is a bit of a nightmare.
Maybe give us some souls if we can kill a boss.
Maybe like more than 3 would be good.
Like,
I mean, even if we had all our sparks, we'd only get 9. That's stingy as hell.
Dark Souls like to beat your face in, but when you beat a boss, it gives you a ton of souls.
That is super stingy. A couple more mob types would be good. There's only one that we didn't see, which is the giant hollow. Oh no, we didn't see the sentinel either. The large hollow soldier is a pain because he runs at people and hits them every time he charges into them, and he has 5 health, whereas everything before had 1. The sentinel has 10 health. He's a beast. But yeah, a few more mobs would be good, just to shake some of these encounters up a little bit. Obviously, there are new bosses being added very soon, so I think very much the way that the game gets its replayability is going to have more mini bosses, more main bosses, which means more loot.
Yeah, the game is begging for an expansion right out the gate.
Yes, yeah, which, to be fair, it's getting several quite soon, but in the form of bosses only. I would really just like to see a mob encounter expansion.
Yeah, flesh it out.
Yeah, like 4 new mobs with a bit more loot that maybe is themed to those. So that it shakes up the encounters a bit. Obviously, you'd have to replace all of the encounter cards, but that's an easy expansion fix. We haven't seen any rooms with traps in them, but I think they're only like tier 3. Traps are mostly just like, you've got to roll either armor or dodge. So that shakes the movement up a little bit. The crawl aspect, it's quite slow at the start. It gets a lot faster. That's obviously designed in a way to be very much like the video game. And obviously, as you can see, dying really early on is totally a thing that can happen. And it's kind of neat that it is. But once you sort of get...
no, that first death was actually awesome. I really enjoyed dying that quickly.
Yeah, get some dickery in there, like add potential mimics to treasure chests.
Yes.
Maybe open up a shortcut. That would be neat. Like if you
that'd be awesome.
Activate a couple of things, maybe we could activate a shortcut from the bonfire to the room before the fog gate or something. So we could rest and then not have to go through the whole lot again.
Yeah, that'd be great, actually. That's a cool idea. I like the shortcut thing. Yeah, there's a lot of mechanics that could translate pretty well over. I think they have a really good groundwork.
It's a good framework. You can fit a lot of new stuff into that current framework. I love the way the boss encounters work. That deck and having it replay the attacks and learning the patterns is neat. Although, maybe just because we clobbered it really hard, we barely got through one phase before it reset the whole thing again. So maybe make the bosses a little bit tougher. I'd expect the boss fights to go longer than that.
Well, we got lucky with a really big axe with upgrades and things and good armor.
Yeah, we did get some good gear.
We had
better gear than
dice rolls.
We got better gear than the Momocon run before we hit Titanite Demon. So we were a lot tougher than we would have been then. It's good. Like the physical version, the issue with it is that it's got so many components that setup is a pain in the dick, and setup and tear down is not fun. The tabletop version is a lot better. They added a bit of scripting version to this tabletop sim to like automatically set up encounters based on cards. That would be really nice. That would speed things up a bit. It's not bad though. It's a good dungeon crawl. I think if you played it without having played any of Dark Souls, so the theme didn't really hit you, it might not be as fun. Yeah, and obviously, it's very dice rolly. Very dice rolly.
A lot of dice rolling, yeah.
I don't know what you could do to...
Shit, I just want to play Star Wars Rebellion now.
I have a copy of that on Tabletop Sim. We can totally do it. I know how to play it.
That would be so clunky on Tabletop Sim, though, don't you think?
The setup is automatic.
No,
I'm just saying, that's 20 minutes of setup you don't have to do. So there is that. But yeah, it's pretty good. I don't think you can get around the randomness. I'm trying to think of a way to have that attack mitigation be non-random, and I'm not. The only thing I can think of is to have a stricter stamina management system so that maybe you get a certain number of rolls which are guaranteed evasions. But even then, like the way it simulates it is so that potentially, like in the game, you can screw a dodge roll up. And how do you have that happen in a board game without adding randomness to it? The answer is you really can't.
Yeah.
So
it's just the limitations of the format.
I think you've kind of done the best thing that you can. Maybe a push your luck option of some sort with maybe some more action cards and taking out some of the dice. But
give me more options to, like you said, push my luck. Give me some risk management options.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna save this game state, obviously,
Yeah, please do.
so that we can come back to this. If I can find where's the save button for this thing?
Thanks for watching, guys. It was fun.
Yeah, that was good. That had some very soulsy moments, no doubt. How do I save the game state? They've changed things.
I don't
know.
Hey, Twitch chat.
Yeah, Twitch chat, can you remember what the save button is on Tabletop Sim? Because...
Is it under menu at all?
Nope, not under menu. That's cut.
What's upload?
That's...
Save a thing.
That's for, like, uploading parts. I mean, you do there's a cloud manager. I think that's just components. Yeah, that's just assets for mods. Where did
under options, and I got a save and exit option.
Oh, if you click on games, there's a save and load option.
Oh, yes, you're absolutely right. Yeah, they
go.
changed this since I last used it. Cool. So yeah, Dark Souls board game phase 2. Yeah, so
yeah,
we can do that at some point in the not too distant future. We can try and finish the game.
Yeah,
I definitely would love to finish it.
Yeah, I'd like to see what happens in the next phase with the better weapons. There's that 10 legendary deck plus all the transposed weapons, which you see over here, which are better versions of the stuff that we have. Like, God, the better version of the Enoch or whatever it is the Umbral Dagger, which on 3 is like 2 orange, 1 blue, -1 with an upgrade spot. That's pretty dangerous.
that sounds good.
You get a full-on healing spell, which is nice. The Karthus curved sword, I think, hits certain, like, different directions around you as well.
Ooh.
There's a really nice shield. Oh, you can equip the Elkhorn shield with a two-hander. You could use a two-hander and a shield if you get that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's some pretty beastly stuff in the transpose deck, which is what kicks into play once we hit this second phase of the game, which we have now. So, yeah, it advances a bit. It's nice. I just want to see what one of the tier 3 encounter cards is. Oh. 2 large hollows and a sentinel. Yeah, that's nasty.
Put it away.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, Silent Tombs. 2 large hollows, 2 Grey Knights, and a Grey Knight Bowman. Desecrated Church. Oh my god. 6 enemies, yeah. Nasty stuff, in other words. No shitty hollows. I think the hollow crossbowmen and the regular hollows are probably gone for good in that deck. So nasty stuff. But yeah, I would definitely like to see a few more mobs. I think only having that many mobs is a bit of a limitation. It's nice, though. It's got some good stuff. Big thanks to those that put this tabletop sim mod together, as usual. If you want to play a tabletop game, do please support the guys that created this tabletop game. In this case, the game is made by Steam Forged Games, who are the guys behind Guild Ball. It was a successful Kickstarter. There are copies available via Amazon and all of your usual places. I'm trying to just quickly bring up the name of the person that made the mod for this. It was made by... Where is this person? It was a collaborative effort. It was by Rywall. The player characters made by Itchy Daniel. The background by Henix. The dice tray made by Tumba. And the big table by Finster. So those are the guys that whose assets we used to make this. It's a really nice set. Works very well. So big thanks to them. We're about done, folks. Thank you very much for watching the Co-optional Lounge. At some point, we'll be back with Phase 2 of Dark Souls. See if we can beat Dance with the Boreal Valley. Big thanks to Dan. Big thanks to Mathis for sticking this out.
Thank you.
And we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.